Good morning! Hello, everyone. This is Karsa. Karsa KKWX. Karsa is my name and KKWX is my empire. And today we are going to be at my empire. Well, one of the places, Opus. Yes, thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary. This is my second year. Going into my third. Yes, I'm excited. On Wednesday, we have something special happening. I will tell you right now that we are going to be having what started out as a joke, ended up being real. I'm good at that. And so, what is that? That is basically we're gonna have a musing good time at 11 o'clock on Wednesday, doing games that have a cow or moo theme. Very musing. Also, we may do a little bit of Gartic foam anyway that requires it to have a moo theme. So that will be kind of funny. Anyway, let's get to what's going on today. And today we're talking to my friends of NRT. We have Nav, we have Ryden, we have Ignis, we have Cormac, and we have Shiv. Shiv, who cares? we just nickname him Shiv.
All you guys agree on is that you guys have no idea how to pronounce
it. You are correct. We don't. And
Good job, Kive.
And I don't know if I am coming in or if you're coming in. Let me see here.
Your name's Kive now.
Kive, yeah.
You guys basically change my name on a weekly basis anyway. Does it really matter?
Start calling you Bert.
Gosh. Thank you for contributing to the community day of Gartic Phone and Marbles. Yes, I'm excited to see that happen eventually. At this rate, I don't know. But let's get into what this whole entire day is about. We're calling this episode Run, Victoria, Run. Because why? Why, Cormac? Why are we running Victoria, Run?
Because she a dumb cunt who tried to blow up a bunch of people when she said she wouldn't.
We gave her the option for peace. She unfortunately chose violence.
Well, she didn't have a weapon in her hand.
She most notably did. She was the only one who didn't drop her weapons. Don't lie to me.
What weapon did she have? She had a button.
She also had a rifle and a knife and refused to put them down.
You did actually make a point of calling that out, that she did not disarm when she left.
That is true. I did. She also didn't pull it, though, but yeah.
Doesn't matter. Cormac told her to drop it. She didn't.
No, she didn't. She didn't. Alright, so, who wants to actually say what everything happened last week?
I remember Kira blew up half the room with a bike.
Yeah.
And I believe Cormac stood there watching, saying, like, there are easier ways.
That was last week. That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, was that 2 weeks ago? Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. This week,
Hey, I'll say what happened last week. A bunch of stuff happened. I don't know what it was because I wasn't here.
I know.
I will second what Cormac said, but I will pretend I wasn't here.
Jeez, you guys. All right. We did spend a lot of time on Kira's story. And spending time on getting her set up for her new...
Yeah, unfortunately, Ignis is now being sued by a workplace tribunal for psychological torture on one of his staff members because he sent the poor woman to explain to Kira how to open a bank account, and then he very, very generously gave from his infinite hoard of money $100 because that's how much Kira asked for to buy the building.
This is true.
I want to point out that initially Kira asked if she could borrow the money for a building, and Ignis, before she even finished, said no. But then she was like, "So I'll need $100." And then Ignis just looked at her, smiled internally, and said, "Sure, I'll give you $100 so you can buy a building."
I get the
And now
impression
Kira's kind of conspiring to murder all the other auctioneers.
I get the impression that entire scene could be like you're standing there eating like an ice cream and there's a puppy that's just wagging its tail and you give the very last tiny bit and the puppy's happy. That was that entire scene with between them.
That is true.
And then, of course, he's now going to have all these massive legal issues over the industrial tribunal.
Because of the fact that he sent his secretary to do his job. Well,
Yeah,
to do
he's
her
getting
job.
a tribunal over internal war crimes.
Yeah, initially, she called my character Riley and asked about stuff. Riley, it was covered that Riley knew property lawyers and the like, so sent her there. She phoned them. They basically thought it was a crank call, so hung up on her. And then she ended up torturing one of Ignis's
Yes, that was
staff members.
Case Current. Case Current and Current.
Oh, well, you can remember Case Current and Current, but you can't remember Site Secure. I see how.
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
because case is currently on the case.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that-
And it's run by Michael Case. What was it? Michael Curran and Mikhail Curran. No relation.
Yeah, they're not related.
I think the other one was mentioned. It should be the one female property lawyer called Casey Case.
Oh, I didn't make that. I didn't write that down. I'll have to write that down. Casey.
I mean, it's
Case.
two of the three are a bunch of berries, so I don't really think they're gonna do much.
Oh, you never know if someone's got a
Okay.
berry problem.
Okay, fair argument, but how many people know about the current berry?
I do.
That's at least one.
If you've looked at anything that deals with English foods, you see that.
English don't have food; they steal it from everybody else.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I was just thinking there. Wait a minute. So if the English steal all the food, pray tell me what the origin of the mighty American hamburger is. Because last I checked, Hamburg ain't in America.
Oh, it's Germany.
Exactly.
I didn't say the Americans didn't either.
Germans are worse at it. Anyway, so
All the English
also
do is they throw tea and salt on it and call it a meal.
Bryden met Mitchell Graves and made an alliance with the dwarves and Mitchell Graves.
That can't possibly backfire.
Knowing my
Basically, their plan
husband's
is-
character, we shall see.
Your husband has given you a checklist, I'm sure.
He says I can run it the way I want it, to a degree. So,
So to answer the question, yes.
yes. I have a checklist. Alright, so we had that happen, and Snake talked with Riley because I believe that Riley was trying to push Kira onto the snake.
Wait, what?
And the mirror was put on Kira's. So now I think that's where we have everything at this point. Since Kira's not here, we're going to start with Cormac. And the last time you actually were around, you were on your way
The murder.
to well,
Mercy
yes,
kill.
murder.
As the great Professor Genki puts it, murder time, fun time.
It's time
So
for
you're
some mind over murder.
So you're currently on the streets. Describe your scene.
Cormac and Kaya are on his bike. She's directing him using all of the drone and GPS data that Shiv has been, or Kiv, or Barry, I haven't decided, has been, oh no, it's Bert, not Barry, has been sending him, because Victoria Sayers failed to destroy the drone, so it's still following her.
She tried
And failed.
and failed.
So it's just... He is speeding as a little faster than he normally does to catch up to her, because she has made a very grave mistake, and she has attempted to murder both children and Cormac's wife, and he is now very angry.
Very angry. Very, very angry.
Because apparently
Doesn't-
people just don't learn.
It doesn't matter that he knew that Kaya would live through the blast because they're both bound to the same word. That doesn't matter. The fact is, she tried.
She did. She did try. She tried so hard that she attempted to, blow you guys up.
And in the end, it didn't matter.
Does it? We'll see. That's what's happening today. Well, as you're going down the streets and your drone, am I coming in with a echo? I don't know.
Occasionally
not on my
there's
end.
a little occasionally there's a little hissing, but I wouldn't call it an echo.
Hissing?
Hissing.
Okay. Oh. Maybe I could turn down the gain a bit. Okay. See if that works. No, that's worse.
Okay, now it's more of an echo.
Better?
It seems to be.
Okay. Must have been the gain. No. But we'll attempt to try to keep the hissing from going too much. I don't know what's going on. Anyway.
It's kind of strange though, because it only seems to happen when you make the long S sound.
Yeah. Weird. Okay.
Very.
I don't know what it is. Right. So, you're going down the street, and your drone is still on the pursuit, Civ. I need you to make real quick another intelligence wisdom check for the drone.
Well, that's my It's time of my strength, so it's not even a worse stat. Yay.
Still in hot pursuit. And in this hot pursuit, it's heading down to the street towards a building saying Opus Police Station.
Yeah, I don't care.
And then stops. The drone is outside. Your turn, Cormac.
Well, we gonna pull up to the police station.
Okay.
How do I want to do this? Yeah, we're gonna do the slasher movie style. So we're gonna hop up on the roof. We're going to find one of the electrical panels up on the roof. We're gonna text Bert that I need him to hack into my phone real fast. I'm sorry, Shiv, Kive, whatever.
I mean, your phone doesn't have some divine security, so that's not exactly difficult.
Yeah, well, basically, I'm just like, hey, do the thing where you can do stuff through my phone. I forget what it's called in the IT world.
I can so long as I'm within a mile of you, I can basically do it on principle.
I said, I'm gonna attempt to connect this to the electrical box. I need you to feed into the loudspeaker system.
It shouldn't be too difficult. And for ha-has, I'll roll the intelligence anyway. Ooh, I pass.
Ooh, I didn't think you weren't. So you do patch in.
I mean, I only fail on it too.
I know. So you patch in.
And then we're gonna use the phone as a microphone to speak through the PA system. Miss Sands. Pretty sure you figured it out by the fact that I'm talking right now, that you have failed in your endeavor to detonate a building with a bunch of
He's not saying the right thing. Don't listen to him. Turn that off. Turn that off.
I can't hear what she's saying. Listen, you have. Well, here's what's gonna happen. You lied to me. You broke a deal with me. Normally, that would just require me to respond in kind, but you tried to kill my wife. You tried to kill all of the ballerinas, all of the dancers inside the building. That I can't forgive. For that, your life has become forfeit.
See, I told you he was a terrorist. I told you!
To the officers inside the building. In order to keep this from escalating, which I know you don't want to happen, and honestly I don't either, throw her out the door. And this ends for you.
See?
You have 5 minutes.
He's a terrorist. You should shoot him, not me.
All of the cops. You just brought this guy that has been causing us grief here. All the cops know who Cormac is. Where the hell has she been for the last... How long have we been Godbound now?
About 6 months.
Yeah, they all know what they're getting into. She's only just realized it.
He's totally off his rocker. Now, you can't hear. I don't know if you can hear this or not.
Intercoms generally are only one way.
So,
unless you're in a school.
Well, yeah. But when before the 5 minutes comes, she and all the cops head out to the front. She points at you and then runs back in.
I lean over. So you're not giving her up?
We are going to take her into custody.
No. That's not the deal.
Why is that not the deal?
Because she broke an agreement with me.
Yes, but
She
that
got
doesn't
to
mean...
live as long as she didn't do anything.
Let the courts decide.
That's not going to happen, because they'll decide that because it's me, that she is in the right and she'll walk. Doesn't matter what kind of evidence I can give you.
I understand that she may have done something. We will be checking this out, but she's currently going to be put in our custody to make sure that neither of you cause any more trouble.
Do you think you can stop me?
I don't know if we can or not. All I know is we're trying to do what is right for the law.
Yeah, well, your laws aren't right. Because you're governed by a system that puts those laws in place to benefit the few.
Whether it benefits the few or not, we still have to... We are sworn to the way of the law.
I don't believe you.
Why don't you believe us? We haven't attacked you, you haven't attacked us, and we haven't attacked her. However, we have put her into custody.
I saw her walking free.
To just say who you were.
You know who I am. Don't mess with me.
No, she was pointing to say who and what who did this. Basically, pointing you out. Unless you want to be in a lineup and then have her point that way.
Cormac looks at his phone. You have 15 seconds.
For what?
To put her out the front door and go back.
You are acting like a terrorist this way.
The drone is just kind of casually hovering overhead.
We do not plan on attacking you, sir. But if you plan on attacking her by killing her, then you are a murderer.
Yeah.
We are putting her in custody. Do we need to explain what that means?
What are you putting her in custody for?
Well, your alleging statement. Obviously, it has happened because it's already been on the news, as well as the police, that something's going down at the ballerina company.
So right now, you are keeping her in custody on what grounds?
Currently, on the grounds that she still needs to make a statement about what's going on with the ballerina company.
So you're not putting her in cuffs or in a cell?
Not yet. No.
So she's not in custody?
She's in protective custody.
Ah, see? Protective. So you're protecting her.
We are protecting the suspect and you from each other.
Sure. One part of that statement's right. I don't have anywhere to be. Why not? I can wait.
Would you like to make a statement, sir?
Would you like to come up and make me?
No.
There's your answer.
All right, you can wait. So, what do you do?
And I sit there and I wait and I wait. I don't have to eat. I don't have to sleep.
Okay. It is the middle of the night, and she is not left yet.
I don't care. I could be here for a long time.
Yes, you can. Kira, not Kira. Kaya looks at you and says, "Are we gonna stay here forever?"
Hello? No, she'll walk out that door eventually. But you are starting to look tired. I'll hand her the keys, take the bike, and head back.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. If they decide to do anything, which they won't, they better hope they do it before morning. So otherwise, this is going to get way worse.
Ah, yes, when our power returns.
And if I get bored, I'll just smash through the ceiling, take her, and leave.
Well, I hope you don't do that, because that just make it worse.
It would prove a point.
It would prove a point, but at the same time, they're just doing their jobs.
Are they?
Yes.
You sure?
Well, they're doing the jobs on the way they think. I mean, you know Riley. What would she do at the time as whoever she was?
Honestly, she'd probably kick her out the door.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Why don't we ask Riley?
Sure. You know what? Fuck it. Riley, you get a call.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I was waiting for somebody to actually bring up the fact there's a cop, an ex-cop in the group.
You get a call.
Okay, so she gets a call. She answers it. Hello. Also, because the known terrorist is currently having a standoff with the police at a major cop shop, is this on the news?
Oh, yes.
I mean,
All
you
right.
could call it a standoff if you want.
They're not really doing anything. They're not doing anything.
You are existing, and they are brick shitting it that you're going to do something. That's the standoff. They've inferred they want you to go away, and you're not. Right. Well, yeah. She'll answer the phone and be like, "So you're at such and such police station, are you?"
Yeah. Hang on 1 second. I gotta get my door.
Okay.
Y'all's groceries pick the worst time to show up.
They do. They do.
Hey, sometimes you don't really got a choice. You got to take what delivery times they've got.
That's true.
Yeah, but it's always either just as we're about to start or in the middle.
Put it this way. If we were doing this yesterday, I wouldn't have been able to guarantee being here right now because I had a delivery yesterday that literally arrived. What time is it just now?
And now I'm starting to feel like I'm the only person that doesn't get their groceries delivered.
11:30. No,
It's half
my
past
husband
5.
won't allow it
Yeah,
either.
It's 5:30 in the afternoon for me. So yeah, like I
Alright.
would be
Fair enough.
I'd be going and getting a delivery myself.
All right.
So yeah,
And then-
you're at such and such cop shop, yeah.
Yeah. So I have a question for you. Theoretical, hypothetical, for now. Given everything that's happened, you used to be a cop.
Yeah.
Say you were still a cop, didn't have any of these powers, and I showed up and demanded you released one of your prisoners. What would you do? Wait, let me rephrase. Release a citizen that's in the building. She's currently not a prisoner.
It would depend on what they're there for.
Hiding from me.
Hiding from you. Well, based on what the cops should know about you, you haven't gone after. For all the news has been like spreading the word terrorist and such, you're not. I mean, I take issue with that because you don't just randomly do stuff. So clearly, you're after someone for a reason.
And you would have been told that they attempted to blow up a building with people inside it.
Oh. Well, in that case, if I was keeping them, they would definitely be in a cell, probably under armed guard.
As far as I could tell, they're not.
Probably kick them out.
And then just you hear, because you've been on speakerphone. See?
Okay.
I mean the whole thing is we don't. When I was in that job, we don't protect those that are. We're not in the business of protecting criminals. We're in the business of protecting the citizens from criminals.
Correct.
So if this happened like, a year ago, yeah, I would tell you to fuck off. But that's under the basis that you were essentially known to us as an ex-criminal who, doesn't have all these powers. Meanwhile, now, I mean, what was it you did before? You teleported into the cop shop, took the piss out of them, and then teleported out.
No, I walked in. I
yeah.
walked in with them and then teleported out after fucking with them.
Yeah, like that's just not something a normal person does.
I mean, they can't keep her in there forever.
Memory serves 72 hours. If they're charging her 48, if not. Potentially, they could put her in a indefinite protective custody if they feel it's necessary. But that has to come from high up. That's not a local decision. That's like Watch Commander sort of thing.
You do know by the news, she has been put under protective custody. That was the first thing that was said. However, recent developments within probably a couple of hours after they've been just waiting and waiting and waiting, there is a message from her inside the police station talking about Cormac.
Yeah, well, by the time night has come around, the Oracle website is already being posted.
And then the Oracle website is set up to show something going on as well, next to each other. And the question brought up on the screen is, which is truth?
Right, but wait a minute. So what's she sending out?
What she's saying is that these terrorists came in and attacked her and her ballet company.
Meanwhile, Shiv's website is reporting and showing the footage of them going through it and going to the little underground part that she tried to blow up.
And there's current message on the screen from on news. News is saying this, not Oracle. News. Which is truth?
Well, I mean, the whole thing is, I don't have any kind of which one is the true one. I would believe whatever Shiv's system is putting up because
there's
also
pictures.
I've literally my character has literally been there when Cormac's character has been doing stuff, so she knows he's not just a random terrorist that goes around blowing shit up for the funsies.
Okay,
But
so
also show him absorbing an explosion.
all right, so
I mean,
here's
that would actually be of benefit to everyone else.
Yep.
yeah.
Can't
So,
blow this
so if
up.
anything, he's the anti-terrorist.
So here's what's going on now at the police station.
Meanwhile, inside,
What-
what the fuck do we do?
Where is yeah, that is actually what's going on. The drone, is it out? It's still outside.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say.
Are you able to see what is inside going on inside?
So long as I stay within a mile of the building, theoretically.
What are you?
It's
I
the
gotta
question
stay
I'm
within-
asking because your
I will
drone
have
is
to
right
stay
there.
I will
How
have to stay within
far?
range of the drone just so I can get it back. So yeah.
How far is the cantina from the police station?
Exactly opposite of the other side.
Right, I'm going to need a number.
I mean,
It'll
Ship
take
literally
you-
posts to the Oracle website from anywhere, so it doesn't
Yeah,
really matter.
no, it's not for that. Like, I'm asking how far in miles.
Because
For
he had
about
started
3
off with
miles.
about
3 miles. 3. Well, no.
3? Oh, well, that's great, because I could teleport 3 miles.
Not 3 miles.
I mean, you have the thing where it's commit for scene, right?
Yeah.
Nav, you have it and it's commit for scene, not they.
Oh, what the hell's the thing called?
Like, it's as long as you have it and it's commit for scene, the distance is irrelevant because you can just be like, I do it off screen. I wait 5 minutes to have a cigarette. Cool, scene's over.
Yeah, the flickering advance, commit effort to scene end.
It would take you 2 hours to get there, or 3 hours to get there.
From elevation, I can go up to 30 miles.
Yeah. It's,
Okay,
but,
you're fine.
yeah, it's like because it's commit for scene, the distance is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, then in that case, yeah, I can get there.
You can get there
Essentially instantly.
with any amount of time that this is going on. It's been going on
So
for 3 hours.
While we're chatting on the phone there, and she'll be heading up to the roof for distance purposes.
I mean, you can
Teleport.
literally just
Accidentally
climb up a wall, can't you?
Accidentally drop your phone on the way. It fucking rail cannons through a building.
So we will say that you can get there. Let's finish. But I wanted to know, far as your drone, because what you're about to see with that drone is what I need to know.
Anything that happens outside the building. Because I didn't feel like there's some point in just leaving a place bringing a drone into a place of people full of guns.
Okay.
A very poor plan.
Well, the drone can potentially have some sort of, like, I don't know, echo scanner or something.
True.
You know what?
But right
you know
now
what?
it's just for
How's about a wisdom roll to see did he put any scanners that would be able to detect extra stuff?
Let's do a wisdom roll.
Jesus
Success.
Christ.
So you did put an echo in there. And what you hear is fighting going on inside the police station.
You just get a call from Shiv, and it's like, hey, something's actually going on in there, it seems. I just checked my scanners. And then he considers just patching it through to the website so that the entire world can see it.
I mean,
And he'll go
should.
reconnect the phone to the PA system. So I've been told that something's going on inside. How about one of you tell me what's going on? And he just waits for them to talk over the PA.
All right, we'll tell you. She's not cooperate. Oh, excuse me, my voice is just gone. 1 second.
Okay, maybe lay off the coffee and go back to tea.
Maybe I should go back to water. Coffee's not working.
Oh, that sucks.
What was the 1d6 for?
I was figuring, like, how long is it going to take her to get there?
That is going to take a while. Oh, shoot.
You know, I was going to say initially, like, unfortunately she can't drop her phone and railgun it into a building because it would be attached. But you know what? She does. She railguns her phone into a building accidentally.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
It's not like she can't easily make another.
All right. So another
but
thing that
replacing-
you see, Shiv, is with the commotion that's going on, it started becoming a dance scene.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus,
God.
she's being that uncooperative.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. Is anyone going to believe that I don't know what's going on out of character?
To give you an idea.
Because we've spoken. No, don't give them ideas. Don't
No.
give them ideas. That would be too funny.
Just dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. And I suddenly get crit for insert amount of damage here.
Please don't do that.
From like 30 miles away by Cormac with a railgun.
Probably. But this is the music you're hearing. And there are cops coming out of the building, and they're dancing.
So she pulled a mask.
They call me Cuban Pete.
I'm the king of the rumba beat. And my maracas, they go chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom, chicky boom.
Oh, God, he knows more of the words than I do.
But that's exactly what's going on. There is a lot of dancing, and it is on news.
And in the background, you've got the one cop who's grabbed his partner. You start dancing, I'll shoot you myself.
You know, they're doing more. She's doing more damage to their reputation than I ever could.
Yeah, you just hear the newscast gets hijacked at this point by the Oracle Center. It's like, hey folks, you've seen it here first. Shiv's little modulated voice comes out here. Even Third Eye News couldn't have predicted this.
This is why it takes Riley longer to get there. She's so gobsmacked at the stupidity. She hits the building.
I'm gonna go back over the PA. So, how many of you didn't lose your mind so far?
Sir, I still haven't lost my mind, but I don't know what to do. And it's an intern.
Just go out. Just walk out the front door. I'll handle this.
He walks out.
Oh,
Can
wait. What? Which part of the building are the cells on?
On the other side, the exact opposite.
All right. We slam through the roof.
So she was heading. They were pushing her towards this when she started that. So she's about right there. When all of a sudden the cops are. When you go in, you do notice that the dancing's going on. It is a dance raves going on all over the place.
Bum 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 bum.
And this poor intern is going outside the door.
Yep.
Even the people in the cells are starting to dance.
We just start moving down the hallway.
You get through the cops. They're not even bothering. Well, actually, you see in the cells, you see them dancing at the same music.
It is literally basically a dancing plague.
Yes.
They couldn't stop if they wanted to.
You know what? Cormac just put some headphones in. Better.
You had already sent your wife home.
Yeah. I put in some headphones. I'm like, that's better.
Yeah, because I was going to have to do it. Actually, you do need to do a spirit save just before you put the headphones in. And don't fail it.
Succeed.
Wow.
Wow! You
How many of us
almost
have a
failed!
11?
But I didn't, and that's what matters.
Exactly.
Okay. You are successful
Crush.
in getting those
Crush.
headphones
Well,
in. So now you cannot hear what's going on, but you still see it. There is
Yeah,
dancing everywhere.
I don't care. Not the first time I've been in a fight in the middle of a dance club. Won't be the last.
turns out Liz owned more than one club at one point.
She
Then
does.
we just continue stalking our way through the hallway till we find her.
She's right there, right in front of you, trying to find a way out.
I have a way out for her.
And she's about to turn right. She's about to turn to go
Right.
into the parking lot when you
Before
show
she
up.
turns, we gonna attempt a stealth check to get up right on her before she can do anything. Because I can cover that distance in one move with
Oh yeah,
Rising of Rain.
you can.
Man, you have a good dex.
Yep.
So does she, though. But yeah, you can still make it. And she notices that you have headphones on. Are you able to hear her at all? That's the question.
I do not care. There's nothing she can say to me.
And I think she realizes that.
And now here's a question. Now before we set up grapples as a strength contest, which is fine. But I normally use my dex for my unarmed combat. Can I make an argument that I can use my dex for grapples?
Hmm.
He who's more nimble usually gets the first shot
You
in.
might be able to, with a difficulty. Yeah, for athletics and acrobatics,
Well, skills don't exist. There's just attributes.
I know, I'm just thinking.
They would both fall under dexterity in this case.
Yeah, their dexterity.
Well, acrobatics certainly would.
Still difficulty of 4.
I mean it's a contested roll, so I'm just
Yeah.
asking, could I sub in my dex instead?
Yeah, you could, but so could she.
It's fine.
Okay, then roll it. Hey,
And that's the number to beat.
that's
it's
the
not.
number to beat.
Nope, it's not how that works.
Oh, how does
Nope.
contested work in this case then?
You have to basically assign a value for her, like what she would need to succeed, just a standard dexterity roll, and then she rolls it. If she fails, then I win. If she succeeds, then we see who's succeeded by the most. It's like she could also roll at 14, but if she needed a target of 6, then I win. Or if she needed like a target of 7 and rolled a 19, she would win that one. Basically, she would have to beat her
What is your
value by
dex?
12. I'm currently succeeding by 11. My dex is 18.
Okay, there is an opportunity for you to succeed.
I mean, whether he grapples her or not, it's a distraction. It buys time for Riley to get there.
I don't care about that.
Okay. She does fail. By what? You guys are in what seems to be a dance scene, fighting each other. She's now doing the tango with you.
That's fine. Let's see if she can do it in the air. And we're gonna go through the ceiling again.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna try. This one I actually have to roll for. I'm guessing strength to go through the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this would be the one I fail. Nope, we go through the ceiling.
Go through the ceiling. She is going with you, and you guys are tangling in the sky.
No, we're not. I let her go.
Oh!
She falls 30 feet. I use topple the pillar. She takes double fall damage, and then I javelin a god down on top of her.
Oh, Jesus.
The dancing stops.
So that's... She takes 6 damage from the fall.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 damage from the javelin of god for a total of 8 damage.
Just enough.
On top of all the damage she took.
Just enough to kill her. You kill her.
And then
And the music stops.
right before she breathes her last breath, I'll get down right to her face. You should have kept your end of the bargain. Just be glad there's too many cameras for me to do what I really wanted to do to you. All of you seem to forget that I used to be back in the day. And I was brutal. I was violent. I was intense. There's a reason I had a reputation back in the day as being the head of the 5th Circle. And then he'll just slam her face into the ground to finish it off.
And the music stops.
Jesus Christ.
The cops
What's your
are
shirt?
confused. Where are you? When they start getting, and then they start pulling their weapons, and they're like very confused, not sure what to think of what's just happened. And now that they see this woman dead,
I go right back out the hole I made.
oh my god. Damn.
And this is when Riley randomly shows up on the rooftop just as I'm exiting.
You find Victoria with her head basically a pancake.
You find the intern, actually. Not sure what to make of this, sir. Weren't you a cop? Huh?
Oh, you're talking to Riley.
Yeah. You were a cop once. I know you were.
Damn, the intern did not follow directions. He went to the roof.
No. He's yelling outside.
Oh.
Everybody else went out the front door.
He was yelling outside. I mean, this is done within a matter of seconds. And he's still yelling about this at you, but you already got into the building. and then left.
But no, I just went out the hole. So if Riley shows up at the same time I leave,
Mm-hmm.
then I'll look over at Riley. You missed the party.
Literal party.
Look over the railing. I think that intern's trying to get your attention.
Just be like, oh, what?
Everything's going weird, sir. Aren't you were a cop once? I know you were. I've seen your face.
Damn, Riley, you failed it.
At mention of the search, you just gotta look across and like open the jacket.
Come on, he's trying to be gender neutral. Don't shame the boy.
He calls everybody. I call everybody, sir.
Also, it's a little weird. Literally every single one of these cops got affected, but he didn't. That's a little sus.
How is it sus?
Look at him and be like, "You got tinnitus or something, mate?"
Yes, sir.
She'll look at Cormac. Well, that's probably your answer.
You just see them with it. You just see them with implants.
I don't really care to determine. If he has been set here by FN, his head's going to explode in 5 minutes anyway for failing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I should probably get out of here before the cops decide that to start shooting at me.
Again.
She'll just lift one hand and do like the little finger wave, bye.
Yeah. Oh, if they ask, I am sorry about the roof, but it was the fastest way in and out.
She'll nod like, yeah, fair enough.
And then he's just going to start hopping from building to building. And a bunch of confused cops going, "Oh fuck, we followed that."
Exactly. Nothing happens to the kid if you are watching at all, Riley. It's definitely not involving FN.
So what exactly does the rooftop look like? So I mean, I'm assuming there's a big hole in it.
There's a hole in it.
There's two.
There's a hole, and I'm assuming Victoria Sands' body's in between the two of them, just kind of half flattened at this stage.
There's like one hole dead center of like the side where the cells are on, and then there's another one about 90 degrees rotated from it, a little further in, but that one looks like that hole was made from the inside, like it's exploded out. And then if you look at that one, there's a basically smushed body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so
they're going to need forensics.
When we say smushed, are we talking like full-on pancaked or like?
She basically took damage as if she fell from 60 feet, took a javelin of God, and then had her head slammed into the ground.
Basically, her head looks like somebody took a cinder block to it.
Can I rifle her pockets?
Yeah, you pull out your rifle and shoot at her pockets.
I don't think that's what he meant.
I know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cormac knows exactly what I meant.
Yes, you can. What are you looking for?
I don't know. What she got in her pockets?
Her keys.
Right. Well, I'm jacking her keys.
Her phone that is smushed.
Right, I'm
Because
taking phone parts anyway. We have the technology. We can fix it.
that is true.
Literally, there are 3 people who could fix it.
Yeah,
And her pistol.
probably fix
And her
it
pistol's
in my-
smushed too.
All right. Well, I'm taking the pistol anyway.
Okay.
I'm just gonna jack all her stuff.
You do see cops that are still confused and then looking at you. What are you doing?
We're gonna be crouched by the body, jacking all her shit, with one hand held out with the little flight jet thingy. But instead of that actually having like flames out of it, it is projecting a police line "Do Not Cross" hologram.
Okay.
I think a wet floor side might be a little more poignant considering she's bled out.
No, that's down in the basement. She's got to go get that. That has to be a physical thing, because then you can pick it up and smack somebody with it.
Right.
You know what? Fair enough. Improvised weaponry for the win.
Hey, well,
Oh.
you know, how else are you going to get a better girl on girl?
Oh
One
dear.
person knows that, right?
Oh dear.
No, there's a bit in the
Yup.
film Hot Fuzz. There's a bit in the film Hot Fuzz that's hilarious with it, and that's the joke. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically all she's going to do. Is there actually like a commander or whatever around the place?
Yes. And he's confused too.
Right. So after she's done taking all the stuff, do you want like a roll or anything to try and like Frankenstein the phone back together, see if I can get any data from it?
Sure. If you would like to do, yeah, do that roll. It is smush, so I'm gonna say that it's a difficulty of -4.
Right. You just do -4 on the roll, don't you?
Yeah.
Right.
You
Oh,
do
well.
fail. It is smushed. So there's a lot of things that are gonna have to be rebuilt. You're not gonna be able to do it right then.
Okay, well, in that case, she'll just basically dump the bits into her pocket for later.
Are you gonna talk to the commander?
For later checking out. Yes, she'll go over with the smushed gun, and she will flip it around in her hand, so she's holding the barrel, and hand it out to the guy, and simply make the comment: "Why did you have an armed person in custody?"
We were trying to get the pistol from her when suddenly she started singing, and then
And it never occurred to you to, I don't know, maybe shoot her in the face with a taser?
really didn't understand what was going on.
I actually have a question out of character that may come up at some point in the future.
Mhm.
See, for an effect like that, would that qualify as like mind altering?
Very.
Oh, sweet. You could hate me.
I know. The thing is, he had no control. They had no control.
It basically became a musical.
Yeah. Total musical.
Yeah, like, there was this really old film with a guy with a green face where something like this happened. Now, Riley has seen Kira do this, hasn't she?
Yes.
Something similar.
Yeah, because she's got to be thinking, like, that seems similar to what Kira did. She's not saying that, though. Interesting. Well, shame about your roof.
At least none of us were killed.
Yeah, in the process of that, she'll be sort of like turning to sort of walk away, like flicking with thumbs up over the shoulder. While she's doing that,
Going to offer the intern a new job.
She's going to actually attempt, because I'm connected to everything automatically, and I succeed to hack into their system, or at least I can have access to stuff. Is that going to be enough to lift internal security logs for like video, who was coming and going, that kind of stuff?
Absolutely.
Basically,
With that high level, yes.
right. Well, I want to download as much of that as I can.
Okay.
And other than being able to basically see what exactly she did upon entering until Cormac smooshed her face, was there anything of note other than doing the mask dance?
Well, seriously, you did see them starting to attack her because they finally got some information. So you will notice that through the security that they got the information and they were going to take her to a cell.
They realized what she could do, why Cormac was after her. We're like, oh, fuck. That's why he's here.
And then, so they were going to take her into a cell. And
she didn't like it.
They were trying to take her pistol when she started singing. And then they drop everything as if it was a stun. And then started dancing.
Yeah, effectively she rolled a nat 20 on her charm roll.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it got just about everybody.
Apart from the one dude with tinnitus. And also Cormac, who had the foresight to put in a set of AirPods.
Yeah. So, only because the guy couldn't actually, hear because of all the ringing that was going on in his ears. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, she would normally just teleport out, but instead she's actually just gonna walk while sort of going over the files that she's downloaded. And more specifically, she's literally going to walk to the edge of the roof and then step off and then walk down the side of the building like it's nothing.
Okay.
Simply because she can. Casual saunter across down the wall, through the back car park, or probably the front car park actually, because she's probably walked down the front of the building, and just heading off.
Alright, so you head off. Anything else you want to do, Cormac?
Nope, we're just heading home. I did what I wanted.
Well, you also missed a whole other day too.
Nope, still the same day before everything changes. You get home. Your wife is slightly sleeping, but then started to realize she's not sleeping as well as she used to. Then sees you, gets into your arms, and has been watching the news, realizes you just got out scot-free.
Because Scott wasn't there.
To the point where she goes, they were going to arrest her.
Oh, well, then she started fighting. Saw my opportunity and I took it.
And they're not after you.
Not yet. That'll probably change in a couple days.
It'll depend, I guess, on the companies. What they want to do about it.
maybe we'll find out. I'm not that worried about it.
Meantime, what are you gonna do? Lay low or?
Such a big question. I mean, we got to get to work on getting ready for the shift outside, so I'll probably focus on that for a little bit for now.
Yeah, let's definitely work on that.
Then maybe I throw a couple Molotovs at FN businesses.
I mean, we've basically burned 2 to the ground.
Maybe
There's a
maybe we
whole
just
lot more than
maybe
that.
we just settle for graffiti for a little bit. I don't know. Jump over, drop some paint bombs. I could glitter bomb a couple warehouses. That'd be funny.
It's never gonna be a dull moment with you.
Oh, there never was. There never was.
True enough. Shall we retire?
What? I'm never retiring. Oh, you mean go to the bedroom? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Fade to black.
Bum, 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 bum.
Alright, who wants to go next?
I mean, that ends up flashing forward because we already did stuff last session.
Mm-hmm. We are now on the next day. Everybody do your effort things. It's the start of a new day.
Yeah, so we've got...
Everybody gets their effort back, and furthermore, is Liz back at the club?
Yes, she is.
Right. Well, whenever she turns up at the down in the lab, she will find Riley hanging out at the statue.
Oh, really? You're gonna hang out
really,
the
because
statue?
this whole thing has been
Yeah.
set up for like ages.
For ages, and it's finally happening. Oh my god. Okay. All right. You will see her down there. She's been working with people all night. And she will notice you. Gotta get rid of these people because they're not there.
Do have a token on there.
She will move to see that you're looking at the statue. And you notice on one side the normal statue, and then on the other side you see the elf.
She'll be standing there, sort of looking at the statue, holding the gem that was the crystal that was picked up down in the elven area.
Let me get to a certain point of where I can get this to show up. Wow, it's on the edge. I can't do any better than that. Okay. Right. And I need to put her back on. But I had her right there, but she was on a different screen. Okay. There we go. Really? You look confused.
Pondering, I would say. She's just standing there, like with one arm crossed, holding the gem, and the other, like casually turning around on her fingers.
A shard? Haven't seen one of those in ages. Well, not true.
What do you know about them?
They have properties for us. A normal human wouldn't know, understand or care, except that they're shiny. But for us, they're more. They can do things. They can help us make something, an artifact, a item we can use to increase our power, increase our abilities. Even find abilities we've never found before.
So you're saying there's a reason then that I would have been dreaming about this thing,
Yes.
or at least how to find it.
Seems it was calling to you. They do call to you when they want to be found. Or they are guided from some other place or person and then call to you that way.
You mean like the oh, what was he called? She'll start snapping her fingers. And I'm actually doing this. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Started with a C.
Celestial.
That's the one. Yep,
You've
when Liz
seen-
says celestial, she'll snap her fingers and point and go, that's the one.
You've seen a celestial.
I would assume so.
What do they look like?
Oh, see,
We've
now
all
you're,
seen the same one.
now you're asking a question that the player can't remember the answer to.
It was Sylvie. It was the fox.
They always wear black, kind of gothic, but they are a fox.
Oh yeah, I saw Fox Girl. That's Troubled Teen.
You saw Safi.
Ah, is that her name? Well, she's gonna have a problem when the other goths turn up and realize that she's not actually one of them. I'm making a cultural joke.
That's funny. Safi's an interesting one. Tends to help us instead of hurt us.
Okay.
And guides. She's a guide. He's guiding you to your power, evidently to that shard.
Yeah, she'll hold up the shard and just be like, I'm reminded of what are they called? I can't remember the name that we had an Elven for it, but it essentially translates as like power or source, so like a power source of some sort.
Yes, a power source. Huh.
Because now
You-
you mentioned before that you've been around for a very long time.
I have. That doesn't mean I can always use things that the elves make.
Well, I'm not meaning in terms of that. I'm meaning like, I mean, it would be incredibly old technology even by our standards.
This
Our standards referring to elven lifespans.
This is older than that.
Yeah,
Much older than that.
I'm pretty sure there is no elf alive right now that has actually seen that technology in use.
True. I actually have something that I don't even think the elves know how to use.
That could be related to this somehow.
Perhaps.
Something so old that even the elves don't have the knowledge of it.
That's what's being inferred.
Come with me. We're going to a special
Here,
place.
roll 1d100 stranger danger. No, I shall go with you.
She's not gonna hurt you, no way. You are taken further into the ruins of this particular ruins, not through the crack, but through this particular ruins. And you head into a room that is beyond this. And she says, I've been around a long time, but while this does show its power, and she holds it out to you, it looks like a stone. I think that's what you were going for, right?
No.
What were you going for?
It would be like a chip.
A chip.
Essentially.
A chip. Okay. It looks kind of like a...
I mean, if you want it to be an anthropomorphic thing, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a stone. And it's got very old writing that glows. It kind of like in the Jedis, they have their holocrons, and this is similar to it.
Yeah.
And you notice that it has an octagon. Well, it looks like spherical, but has that hex style to it. And she hands it to you. I can't read it, and I know Elven. But that shard, as she's looking at it, you notice it too. It is starting to sing, and it is starting to be brightened, like literally shimmering the entire place. And you start to notice that the object in your hand is also glowing the same glow.
So, like, the two things coming together seem to be, like, drawn and are...
They're drawn together, yeah.
Alright, well, she'll take the offered hex rock.
Okay.
And she'll just sort of look at the pair of them like, I don't know what the hell to do, and just kind of press them together.
As soon as you get them close enough, they almost snap in place, and it becomes whole. It is a small hex core. You could call it a chip, whatever. That is now in your hand, glowing. Seems to be moving on its own. Flow of energy within. You could feel the energy. You can feel the power. Where did you want that chip to go?
Well, I would imagine that the best place would be like a chip deck in the neck.
So you put it towards your neck. Into the chip. And it changes texture. It changes form. And flows into where you were attaching it to, and becomes complete. You feel the surge of energy throughout your body to the moment that you are literally stunned, unable to move. And again, you see that fox. And we're going to stop there because there's a break for about 3 minutes.
We're not going to go over what the fox says.
Oh, we are. In about 3 minutes, I'm going to go to the restroom. Everybody can go.
Meanwhile, Shiv, while working on his website as well as the other things, just sees the fox kind of walk off the screen.
Never mind the restroom or the screen fog. What does the fox say?
I have to go to the restroom. Sorry.
Doesn't matter.
It says Carl Tuckerson no longer works here.
No. I have to BRB too for a minute, so I'll be back.
Okay. Still have a minute. So far, it's been an interesting day.
Oh, has it?
By the way, no, first of all, Shiv, you cannot see them. They are in an area of the... They are in the area of ruins that you have not seen.
In fairness, I rarely leave, like, this in fairness, I rarely leave, like, this general area. Is there a square one? Oh, there is. I rarely leave, like, the general area of this site.
Right.
Oh, it is way too hot in my house right now.
I'm sorry to hear that. It has been hot lately here as well.
The past couple days have been fine.
Yeah, it's not been as bad to this last couple of days, but the days before, my husband come in here and...
Our temperature patterns here are like up, down, Like right now it's in the upper 70s here.
Alright.
That's because you use weird temperature numbers. But yes, in regards to that GIF, definitely. the railgun GIF.
The what GIF? Am I missing a GIF? I'm missing a GIF, aren't I?
Yeah, and the Opus Trust Issues chat.
Here's the problem. I can't even get to it. For some reason...
Discord has decided to be Discord.
I can't open it. I can't even get to it, so...
You could hold Alt and then press Tab.
No, I think something's else going on. Let's try that.
Alright, then what you want to do is hold Alt, then hold F4, and once everything goes away, you take a hammer to your computer. and you hit it while screaming, "Work, God damn it!"
I got it. I got it to work. Okay.
See,
the percussive maintenance thing only gets you so far.
Alright,
Yeah,
so back to what the fox says. The fox is there. As you see the fox is shimmering this like typical gold energy form.
Oh, pretentious fox.
Do you actually say that out loud, pretentious fox?
No, but she will look at the fox. I kind of gesture. Isn't it a bit pretentious? Everything being gold.
That's energy. That's our energy. She's projecting. And evidently, she wants you to know she's here.
Well, in that case, Riley's just going to say, I always kind of figured that some higher power would be more like tentacles, black, big flaming eyes, some weird freaky shit.
If your body was taken completely and changed into just your energy, you would glow gold too.
Do I not get to go Matrix Green?
I don't know how that would happen. I guess if you could figure out a way to do it mentally, it could happen. But that's energy.
You do realize that the chameleon spirit has to be red, gold, and green, right?
It's required by law. If you don't do it, you're getting sued.
Red, gold, and green. Okay.
I mean, you might get sued by the Culture Club regardless.
They're
Well,
not paying
no,
attention
no,
to this.
Yeah, and furthermore, the chameleon can in fact change into those colors. Therefore, it's simply a statement of fact.
Yeah, but the joke is about the song.
Yes, we know.
Which I now have stuck in my head. Thanks.
You're
That was
welcome.
Yep, that was. You realize now exactly why I did it.
Yeah, I mean, that
Yeah, well-
sounds entirely like a Shiv problem to me.
Okay, back.
I mean, it is the only song by Culture Club I know.
So you see this gold fox. It's totally energy. I mean, if you went through, you would just...
Go for it.
It's like an illusion. You'll go right through it. By the way, yes, Shiv, the fox has disappeared for a second. Off of your oracle thing. Maybe she wants to speak to you. Or maybe she's just saying hello. She won't hurt you.
Okay.
So what do you do?
She will look at the fox, and then she will make a very specific point of saying, "Greetings and salutations."
The fox cackles and then begins to turn into a woman.
Ooh, kinky.
Yeah, I wish I could get a picture for her. I'm gonna get a picture for her. I had a picture
You
in
do
Second
not-
Life for her, but it's...
You do not want to go into Google and safe search off type in fox girls.
No, I don't want to do that.
I mean, at that point, you just end up with a bunch of lewd imagery, and then what's that
Oh
thing
my
that's recently
God.
getting popular? The Monster Girl mangas.
But what you do see is unusual when she turns into herself. It's still gold, but her eyes are completely gold, and yet seem to never go and look straight at you. They look downward.
Are you meaning in terms of like you can't actually see any detail of the eyes? They just look solid gold.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the happy affiliate. Appreciate it. Yeah. The thing about you feel like she can't see. They're just there.
Well, I mean, do any of us really see, or is it just our brain having a weird image generated by electrical signals?
Good question. But that's not what's going on. You truly see that she probably cannot see you in reality.
If you aren't passing that shit, then you can't go on philosophical benders.
Yeah.
Damn
and I'm
it.
completely lost.
Okay,
So-
well, yeah, she has no specific comment because the Fox has clearly defined that sight is not necessarily something required for her in her current state.
Yeah. Hello.
There's a guy in real life who clicks to be able to know where he is. So, fair enough.
Finally, good to speak to one of you. Congratulations on
Well, one of
finding
you.
it. Why?
So, who else did you talk to or attempt to? Was it Shiv?
Yeah. He's
Somewhere you
using
just
my
hear a very loud
name.
sneeze.
He's using my name. But I'm dealing with it in my own way. Raiden as well.
Raiden's alright. I mean, Shiv, I could deal with Terminal for you.
I even tried to well, let's put it to you this way. I think I've seen most of you so far. Well, not see, of course, but you know.
Well, at this point, she will walk over, and can she be physically touched in her current state, or is she still?
Yes.
All right. Well, she'll put her hand up to like sort of hover her hand over the shoulder before actually realizing she can't touch it, and then just say, "Well, my condolences for attempting to talk to Shiv."
Thank you. I kind of needed it. And she's cackling like a silly fox, but you all are very interesting in how you got your power. And what powers. But you're all needed in the days to come.
Well, Riley will lift up her biological arm, tap on her wrist, and be like, "Could I not have been needed like with a pulse?"
I didn't
No.
pick you.
This is all the galactic convergence. You could have done with it before it got blown up. Oh, well.
But evidently the fate has allied that you are to be as you are. As I am. Unable to see, yet see. Every time I've ever tried to do something about my sight, I fail to see. So maybe you are as you are supposed to be.
I could understand that being rather frustrating.
Very. I've tried many
Evidently
times.
Evidently, you don't need. You don't need that specifically.
Evidently. It's both a burden and a curse, let's put it this way, as we are. The curse is, well, we are as we are. But we are the burden to protect, to help, to be special. And you are very special, even though you may not feel like you are whole. You are meant to be as you are. Trust me when I say this. Trying to be what you are not, like for instance my sight, doesn't work out well. I have tried. And it killed many people.
Well, I will keep that in mind. I'm actually. I mean, I would say I'm better off. I remember being squishy organic.
Yeah. Well, now that you have met me, there are many of us. But not all of us are great. Not all of us are good. I will say this. However, what I will also say is you're meant to be as you are here right now to bring in the next stage. And while Liz did not mean to create you, yes, I'm talking to you, Liz. Liz meant to have happened, whether you believe in fate or not. You are here now. And I am here to help you to the next stage. Try not to kill as many of the humans and mortals as necessary.
What defines necessary?
You're
Yeah,
not
like,
there.
Riley's going to put her hands up there and say, "Hey, I've only actually killed people that have tried to kill me.
I know.
I plead self-defense."
You all do. The age is coming. And it will not be an easy road. You know how to get a hold of me.
Do I?
Well, Shiv does.
Oh god, I got knocked down again.
Because he's
Right,
used
well,
my
if-
name, he's now given me a spot on his news.
If he gives me a headache talking to him, I'm blaming it on you.
Of course. She is giggling and laughing as if she was a little schoolgirl. Because that was funny to her. Remember. Oh, great. I know what you're about to say. Alright, I won't say it then.
Wait, what?
I was going to say power.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Don't you say it.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't. It always backfires.
Yes, it does.
So I'm not going to say it, but I'm just going to say, remember. And she leaves.
The 5th of November?
And she disappears right in front of you. She doesn't move. She doesn't go anywhere. She just starts to... The gold shimmering glow begins to fade away. Liz looks at her as she's fading. They are very interesting, aren't they not?
She'll look across, just be like, vague.
Definitely this one is vague. I tried many a time to talk to her, normal. She doesn't talk normal. Don't even bother.
I got that. I got that feeling.
She talks in puzzles because she doesn't know how to talk any other way. But she
I prefer to
is.
speak with my words.
We just get her some hooked on phonics.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, if she turns up with a little puzzle box and mentions about having sights to show me, I am shooting her in the face.
It's like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! That shows up with the fucking Millennium Puzzle, puts it in your hands. It's a decrypted message.
Feel the heart of the cards.
No, it's a decrypted message. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Oh, hug bum for that.
My dude, we just slammed 2 movies and an anime together off of one joke.
I know.
Yeah, that's some cultural whiplash right there.
All right.
Meanwhile, in the background, Shiv's standing there going, "And to think I hesitated."
So, seems you now have your artifact. What will you do with this power? What will it give you? I guess we'll find out.
Well, in terms of asking what she'll do with this power, she'll lift up her hand where the little hollow projector will come out, and there will be 2 loading bars appear. One of them under the name Platinum Response, and the other one under Battlefield Awareness. And she'll just say, "I'll tell you when these are loaded."
Loaded? Interesting.
Yes. They are digital functions being loaded.
And they are. And she looks at it again.
And for the purposes of everything, Platinum Response is actually it's using 2 words, 2 powers from the word war.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is General's Escort, where you can commit effort to call 1 or more small mobs, which are based on your level, I believe. 1 for every 3 levels you have rounded up, that are basically suicidally loyal.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, Battlefield Awareness, is a power called Will of the Spear Throne, which allows for, with a moment of focus, you can make mental contact with any individual soldier or particular unit in your service, and communicate with them, issuing commands, and share their senses.
Mm-hmm.
But they are not suicidally loyal. And you also have a constant low-level awareness of the condition and activities, and you can choose to be alerted to particular events. Now, that will probably be more beneficial later on, but both of these are also based around the fact that with Site Secure acting as a PMC, there will be people in that position that she'll be able to use that power to contact, or with the General's Escort can be literally in the middle of combat, just be like, "You know what? I'm going to call my backup."
All right. So we now have 2 people with their artifacts. Fully artifacts. Do you remember you have to pay your points into it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
That's what the loading is. Like, it's intended to be like, this is like really old stuff being like sort of viewed through a modern lens kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like essentially the battlefield awareness would, I believe it's intended to be something that you would have on, like, say, a helmet, for instance, that a commander would put on and then would have psychic linked to all his troops. Whereas, of course, in the modern world, you literally have a little radio earpiece that allows you to do that anyway. So it's essentially taking that and putting it through the modern lens. And the loading is basically it, like, updating to the technology she has,
Uh-huh.
and like integrating in, which is basically that will progress with as I'm able to put the Dominion points in to then unlock the functionality, essentially.
Cool. So, anything else you would like to do in that scene?
Not explicitly. I imagine the two characters would just like randomly chat about. John can probably
Yeah.
comment on wishing death on certain people.
Like, why did she choose
In
Shiv?
fairness, in fairness, Shiv's conversations with our little celestial friend here have been very one-sided.
I'm meaning in terms of with Liz, because Savvy has actually left the scene at this point.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. She was only there for a short time.
So no, essentially the scene fades out with like, hey, you want to get a cup of tea and chat?
Yeah, sure. We can do that. And I believe we will move on to the next person. Unless you want to continue to chat.
No, I mean that's the fade out.
Okay, that's the fade out. All right. I see Kira is with us, and Kira will not be with us next week. So, Kira, is there anything you would like to do right now?
Is there anything Kira would like to do?
And I do need to turn you up.
Nah, it's okay. Well, Kira is realizing her knowledge of how the city works is limited to nothing.
Pretty much.
So she now has a computer
Okay.
upstairs. She's gonna start studying and learning some stuff.
So you're trying to learn this back at the ballerina company?
Yes, up in the main office, learning some stuff.
Do you ever return back to the cantina to tell Liz what's going on, or do you just... No.
You know what? She got, I think it was 500 credits, correct?
100.
100.
credits. It was
Yeah.
500.
Where?
Well, Ignis gave it to her, so we'll wait. It was either 100 or 500. It was
It was not a lot.
100.
It was
A
100.
singular Benjamin.
it's a single
A
Benjamin
singular Benjamin.
and a
We-
bank account.
Man,
so
we rolling
a
up.
single Benjamin in a bank account.
We rolling up there with
A
that
high
C note.
roller.
I'm a high
One
roller.
C note. One C note.
I have no more bike.
You have no
because you
bike.
drove it through a locked freaking door.
It was worth it.
No, Korvac finished that one off with the Javelin of God.
Yes. Actually, the bike could have been
Salvaged.
yes.
Until that point.
And now it's a husk right here. It's gonna be mounted to the roof.
Why can I not get this to... Hold on, guys.
I don't know.
It's...
You know what?
It's really messing up.
To learn stuff, it might be easier to go to Liz first. So,
Oh no. You're gonna go to Liz?
yes. I will have the insects that have gathered around me hang out at the Ballerina Theater, and I'm going to make my way back to the canteen.
It just makes this.
Is there
Okay.
any company vehicles here at the Ballerina place? There should have some.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're from former employees. Some of them have, a lot of them have left. There's like maybe one there, one or two.
Only end well.
alright,
Due
I'll
to the
take-
fact, here's the thing, due to the fact that everybody has now been taken away from here, there's just you and what empty cars that were part of the ballerina company
it's
that are
fine.
there.
I'll find the keys for one of the company cars, and I would drive it to the cantina.
Make me a roll for this.
But I have to make
And that's
my...
a 1d3. And I will tell you that it will determine what you actually find.
So you
Like
said
I said, this can only
E3.
end well with you.
Alright, it's a 1.
You find a scooter.
You know what? Let's see how good I'm at driving it. Should be Dex. Okay, I don't crash my new scooter.
Scooter does not go very fast. It is a hover bike.
I have a hover scooter.
A hover scooter.
You keep commandeering vehicles, and it usually never ends well.
I will get a hat, put it on backwards, baseball cap, and hover my way to the cantina.
Okay.
I do the style.
6 hours later.
It's alright. My cockroaches.
By the way,
Scooter.
it is the next day, so all your effort is back.
Yay!
But it is 6 hours later before you get there because it is a scooter. You rolled a freaking 1.
It's fine. I can upgrade later.
Sure.
So, I get to Liz's place.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
But 6 hours later, there's been a long chat with Riley and Liz. They're having they had a cup of tea probably a couple of hours ago. Riley, wherever you would like to be, she's back up there, probably playing the music, having there's probably a lot of movement going on in her place. So go ahead and put yourself wherever you like to be.
Alright. So let's see. So this is the... Where is Liz at?
Bar.
Boop. Be at the bar. Talk to my good
Okay.
pal here.
This pal is her other bartender, and she's just heading back up when you see her. As you two are chatting, what are you saying to this poor bartender?
I'm just asking him how that day's been so far.
I'll just say fairly well. Nothing really major's happened today. Well, that's not true. We have had a few cops in the area looking to check some things out.
Uh-oh.
They're kind of looking for Cormac.
Why am I not surprised?
I mean, they've literally been hunting Cormac basically for the last 6 months.
So, happy to hear that you're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
You know if Liz is around?
And just as you say that, she walks through the door. Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
What's up? So, I decided to go back to the theater and
Mm-hmm. Are you
deal with
staying there?
those jerks. Yeah. I'd like to own it at one point, stay there, but I've discovered my knowledge is very, what's it called? Limited, you can call it. And I need some help. Some knowledge on helping me.
What help are you looking for?
I'm trying to own the place. I wanna own it.
You want to own it.
Yes. But
Well, do you have a lawyer?
no.
Do you know a lawyer?
I've upset a lawyer. I think.
You do not.
My lack of knowledge of how to deal with lawyers got me probably in trouble.
Uh-huh.
So I was wondering if you can help me out, maybe a little, just a little bit, maybe.
What kind of help?
Well, getting a lawyer and owning the building and whatever I have to do for that.
I can get you a lawyer. To own the building, you're going to need some collateral.
Yes, I need some help finding some collateral.
Do you own anything at all?
I pull my backpack that I had and show her what's inside, which is not worth very much.
That's not going to be enough.
Yes. So, I was wondering if you'd be willing to help me with something. Collateral. Or you could lend me the money and then I pay you back, maybe.
How much money are we talking?
I don't know. But
don't
it's
know.
more than 100 credits.
Well, yeah. 100 credits normally doesn't even get you in the door.
Hey, that maybe. So, I just need some advice and help,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can own the place,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Alright, well, advice for you, if you're going to own a place like that, is 1, you're going to need an inspection. 2, you're going to need to find a lawyer. 3, you're going to have to find a way to get some collateral. And 4, you might want to talk to a bank for
I
a
have
loan.
this scooter now because the bike's gone.
Is that your scooter?
It is now.
So you stole it.
Well, it belongs to the theater.
Then you stole it because you don't own the theater yet.
That. Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's not going to help you. So, you're smart. Well, you're able to dance very well.
Yes. So I want to restart the theater so that
What if you did
everyone can come back.
a street dance and maybe start getting your name out? And then if you make enough of the money through the street dance, you might be able to buy it.
So you're saying I should set up a show in the middle of the street?
Yes.
Sounds dangerous.
Well, not directly in the street, but have you ever seen any of the artists out there?
No, I'm normally looking for new friends, you know.
The only friends I've seen you have are our own and insects, which I don't want in my place.
No, it's just my spider. That's all it's here.
That's still an insect. Well, not an insect, but yeah. Anyway, we'll deal with that later.
Okay. So, suggestion. Can you help me set up this thing so I can make some money?
Do you know any people who could dance with you?
Yes, they were at the theater.
They're not at the theater. They're down below.
Or some of them are. Some went with.
Yeah, some of them went other places as well. If you want to restart the company, you need to get your name out. You need to show that you are different than what you were. And your best bet is maybe not the street, but you could go to the park and dance there. Set up weren't your friends making something for this weekend at the theater? And then I'm guessing it's over now, but
That is a good idea. Let me go talk to them and see what I can do.
okay.
Let's hope while those are going through detoxification, didn't require the drugs to dance.
So
Liz downstairs, I guess.
yes. And then you also see Shiv working.
Because a lot of these dancers are already pumped with
They're still being detoxified.
let's
Yes.
hope none of them required it to dance.
It's not going to be a good sight for you to start out. I mean, we're going through a lot of withdrawals down there.
That's why
I
they're going through detox.
I'll look for some of the old ones that might have been too heavy. That I actually danced with specifically.
Okay, so you're trying to find Vera.
Yes. Vera, a couple of the others.
All
I
right.
would personally.
You're gonna find a small, about 20 people down below, all in various stages of detox. Every single one of them in detox. You do see Vera. Yeah, you see Vera. What other name did I give? I actually wrote it down, so give me a second here. Vera and Jana are there, down there. Not Jana.
All right.
Yeah. So you speak to them. They are also in detox.
All right. I'll go talk to them at midnight.
Okay.
See how they're doing.
They're not doing well. A lot of them are not doing well.
Like, hey, so I have an idea to help you out, hopefully. So what I want to do is restart the company under better leadership. Maybe my own.
Under
Haven't
better
decided.
leadership and less drugs.
Yes. But I need some help. And I was wondering if you, when you start feeling better, would like to help.
Now, as you're looking at these two, one of them is in so disarray that they are just practically, they almost look dead. They're not doing well. And it was the one that actually was talking to you during when they were here the first time.
Ah, so the one that ate all the junk food.
Yeah, she's not
The one
doing
that
well at
had some-
all.
Uh-oh.
She's not doing well at all. The other one is looking at, the only way we're gonna dance with you is if she feels better.
Let's see here. Stop thinking.
And the twins, I mean, Jana is just, she's really just not in a good way.
Alright.
Vera is like, what they did to us. I don't know if we can come back from it.
Alright. I know someone's smart. Let me go see if I get him on something. I go find Shiv.
You'll find him working with some of the others. Getting
You turn
them
around.
detox.
He's right there working on something.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are, Shiv. So,
Look, detox isn't easy.
yes.
There are multiple versions of this drug, unfortunately.
Yes. Did you do that thing with all the drugs I gave you to figure out how to undo their effects?
Yes, but it's been a slow process, and we don't know who's been pumped with what.
They might have
Like, they
kept
pay-
a record of who has what in the computer. But it's back at the theater.
You could have just brought the computer with you? I thought you were basically looting that place or staying there or something.
Well, I have a scooter, and I was gonna say keep it there so I can learn some stuff on it.
You have a scooter.
Yeah, I had to replace the bike.
I mean, you're the one that chose to drove it through the frickin' door.
I think it was worth it. But anyhow, that's not what's important. What's important is it'll take me maybe 6 or 7 hours to go and get it, 6 or 7 hours to come back. Unless you have a faster car that you're
Not
letting.
particularly.
I left it running.
You left
Can't-
your scooter running.
No, the computer.
Uh,
You're a smart computer guy. Can't you access that computer from here with your computer?
Theoretically, yeah.
Awesome.
I haven't installed any back doors, so it's gonna take a bit of effort, but I could try.
Oh, wait. Pulls out a small piece of paper. Here, I wrote down how to get into it. The username and password. Does that help?
Sure.
You know,
Here's the
honestly, out of
password.
character, I think this is the first time that Shiv has really showed how annoyed he really is.
Chip's always annoyed.
Yeah, well, specifically talking with Kira is like trying to explain astrophysics to a Neanderthal.
Hey, you're teaching quantum mechanics to someone who's like a 5-year-old. What did you expect?
That is
To
literally
not be
the
teaching quantum mechanics to a 5-year-old.
Yeah, more or less. That is literally the metaphor I just made. Oh well, let's try to hack the computers. Should succeed. I only fail them too.
You don't have to hack it. You have to fucking log in.
Yeah, but I didn't install a backdoor. It didn't occur to me to. We are more than a mile away from it.
You don't need a backdoor if you have the login.
That's fair. But we are also more than a mile away from it, so I can't just directly connect to it.
Have you never played Uplink?
Yeah, actually, you could.
You, like, out of character, can't you just teleport to the computer? Through the computer?
Yes, but I prefer not to leave the building at the moment.
Right, well, what you do is you bounce your connection to that computer and you log in, they're done.
Anyways, I hacked it.
Okay.
Who's pumped with what and who am I going to accidentally kill by giving too many things to?
Well, unfortunately, the twins are probably, well, at least Jaina is probably on her last leg and about to become a Jarl.
Jesus. That's the last thing we need down here. So let's go focus on them, shall we?
So you're seeing the final stages in Jaina.
Has Liz returned down here yet?
She was, and then she went back up because she has to take care of her business.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
He literally.
You do have
called
Jill
Liz
next
back
to
down.
you, though.
Yeah, we've got to hurry.
And she looks at her comm link and is like, "What do you mean?"
If we don't get this one fixed up soon, we're going to be dealing with a Jarl fight, which is something I really don't want to contend with just me and Kira.
Look, I don't think we should fight her. I think we need to help her. So, let me go ask
Yes,
Liz.
Yes, that is in fact the point I was making. Thank you.
I'm gonna go upstairs, talk to Liz again.
But since I know what she was pumped with, thankfully we've been doing a lot of work in the interim.
All right. So she is still talking to you online on the comm link. Do what you can. What do you need from me?
Get some more of the anti-serum around. Keep synthesizing, and here's a list of who's been pumped with what. And he just hands her the list and goes to help the one that is in imminent danger of transforming.
Okay. It's not going to be right now, but it could be within the next 24 hours.
Which is why we need to hurry.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will go ask Liz if there's anything to help her. And what's going to happen to her. See what Liz says.
If I had to take a guess, a very painful transformation.
While Shiv is doing that, I'm
So
going to go find another solution.
you're going to find Liz again. She's up at the bar. I'm not going to reset the picture.
That's fine.
This wisdom tells me that growing a chitinous shell and several extra feet would be painful.
It's going to be very similar to what the Mixisms go through during the Blood Moon.
So feralization.
Yeah. They lose
lots of
their
pain, lots of
minds.
noise.
They no longer
well,
are
the thing
who
with
they
Jarls is
are.
they're like, well, the Jarls are like, what, 7 feet tall and covered in a chitinous shell?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be painful for them.
It's painful. Definitely.
So
Like I
that
said,
is a
this is why we're
solution
trying
so
to-
she doesn't transform.
The solution is you could kill her
No.
before it happens. You could let it happen and then try to transform her later. Which is
It's a lot more
often
difficult.
difficult. There's a lot of things you could do. Will you get it? Will you get the serum in time? Probably not.
No, because we've got to mix like 30 different thousand
Yeah.
kinds of.
So she will
Okay.
more likely become this thing now. The question is, can she be returned to her normal state in the future?
That's what I'm asking you. If we can make it so she doesn't have to die.
Well, there is a certain someone who is in that has the word that could make me tell you.
I mean, there are two things I could do right now to subvert this. One is an irresistible query, and the other one is prophetic insight.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Well, that's irresistible query.
Irresistible
prophetic
query.
insight.
Alright. So you could put her in stasis. And that will allow for you to have more time.
So.
By the way, for the rest of you in the crew, you're getting messages that we have an emergency. Even you, Cormac.
I'm gonna go talk to Shiv.
And it is coming from Liz.
Relax, Shiv's not here.
Well, technically, I'm still, still there.
I mean, in fairness, Victoria did tell them that she was "quote unquote" controlling the dosage.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we already knew that, even though we already know that even with controlled doses,
It's a lie.
transformation comes eventually.
It comes eventually. And it
So
tends to
assuming
be
it's
the
part of
ones
her
who have
reason-
been doing it the longest, and obviously Jane is one of the longest.
Yeah, and the assumption here can be made that's the other reason she tried to blow up the building.
Mm.
He's a failure.
I mean, yes.
So, you guys are given a message basically saying, we have an emergency. We have a feeling that one of the dancers may become a Jarl soon.
So, question. Do I know if there's any cryo chambers out here?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. It is literally in the lab that Shiv spends most of his time in.
All right. There's
Which
just
I guess
one.
Shiv will start with. Which I guess
Currently,
Shiv will
there
just
is
start
only
dragging
one.
later.
All right. Well, I'll go tell Shiv that. I'll go grab my friend.
So you're going to
Help.
go back. So you're going to go back downstairs just to tell
Yes.
Shiv to do something he's already trying to do.
Tell you, Liz said we should put in the cryo thing. I'll go get her. You do the setup stuff, and I'll go help her.
Liz did not say put her in a cryo. That was the query.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the query.
Liz
Come on.
said, "Yeah, let's go."
Liz does not know what to do, actually.
Oh yeah, she didn't know what to do. So I come
And
down
then
and
the
be like,
prophetic.
Liz doesn't
then the
know how to fix it.
In fairness, they are also responsible for the original problem, and haven't worked out how to fix it either. Though I think they have a friend that might.
Okay.
Well, enemy. But I'll use friend loosely in this case.
All right. You figured out. I have another idea. Sit on the step. Read my book. What? Roll it thing.
Oh yes, that book. Open quote, close quotes. That literally nobody else here can read.
Let's see. See if the book will. You know what? I'll see if intelligence gives me something.
As Shiv loads the imminent to transform one into the cryopod. Hopefully we
Alright.
don't need this.
Intelligence. Let's see if I get anything. Ooh, I succeed. What's the book tell me? Besides insect stuff. Does the book have a solution to this problem?
I have a couple of solutions. One is to kill her.
Okay.
The easy.
I yell.
It gives a couple of solutions. Here's the easy one.
The easiest one is to kill her.
Yelling at the book. That is not the solution. As I'm shaking the book.
What? Shiv just looks at her like, what's being violent with a book going to do?
The book saying kill her. And I wait for the next solution to show up.
I suppose that is an option. It's not one that I would like to go with.
Let's see. Do I have to roll again? See if it gives me another one.
Yeah.
Okay. Rolling. Do-do-do. Bam!
Stasis.
Stasis. That was a perfect 20. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's saying do stasis. And it's got a
Which
picture
is what
of
we're
this,
doing.
and it's showing me a picture of this thing. So,
Yeah, Shiv just texted to the group message. Well, hopefully we don't need the cryopod for the moment. Because I'm just throwing the one in imminent danger transforming in there for the moment.
Does any of you outside of these two say anything? Or just no? I haven't heard from Ignis. I haven't heard from Cormac. I haven't heard from Ryden. What do you do?
If I have the scene correct, like Liz kind of like telepathically linked to all of us.
No. She sent it on the
Or
comm link.
Just on the.
She
Okay,
sent.
So she's like saying it on the group text essentially.
Yeah. There is a
And she, like,
problem.
explains
There's
the
a chance that
situation.
these are turning into Jarls now.
You see.
Oh, burn him.
I'll make my way there, but the problem is, everyone should know what Ignis is going to say, and Ignis knows that people won't appreciate it, so I'll keep it to myself for now.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like, yeah, you start thinking that, and then like you get a message correct that says, "All right, well, it's simple. Air bubble to the vein."
I mean, Shiv just texts back. I mean, yeah, that's an option, but not all of them are in danger. Just a couple, and those are the ones who have been on it the longest.
Right. And that's less air bubbles you have to administer.
You just get a sigh emoji back from Shiv.
Hey, if you
Hey,
think you
Shiv
can
has
save
never
them, you do
claimed
your thing.
self-defense. Shiv has never claimed self-defense for anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, this will become the new running meme for me.
Oh my
I'm going to latch
gosh.
onto the statement really hard.
So Kira is the message is
Kira,
Kira will not accept this.
All
Kira
right.
is helping her into the cryo chamber.
I mean,
All right, well,
not my not
I'll-
my.
But I don't know how many others are changing. I know one is. And that's what is also said in the group chat.
I'll tell you what. I'll make my way over. It'll be the solution of last resort. But if they stand up and start throwing hands,
I agree.
I'll do what has to be done, regardless of how Kira feels.
I will
Isn't
agree.
that kid in that test tuba guy, the pod person, still down here?
Yes.
Like we should. Shift text Cormac. Can we keep the kid and the pod person at your place for a while these guys are all down here, just in case something does go wrong?
Where would you like me to put them?
I don't know. You've got an apartment, don't you?
Not big.
Assuming he has an
Ryan
apartment.
just says, you know what? Just take a just. I got it.
Because I would prefer not to have a kid here, just in case shit goes down.
Well, you have several kids down here.
Yeah, you got
Jill
like 30.
says to you.
Yeah, and those are the ones we're starting with. It's the adults who have been probably on it longer, considering Kira knows them, that are the concern.
I mean, again, I already offered. It's your resources that you're putting into this, so.
You know what? Fair enough.
I can take the kid to my house.
And
I'll take Odo with me as well.
thing I
One
want
day
to
I'll
point
remember
out
that.
is you don't know if this stasis will actually stop the transformation.
This is true.
Uh,
This is why it's a
Just don't
problem.
stop. Yeah, Shiv just asked, what can we do? Got the answer from the universe back. Well, this is an option. Can't tell you how long it'll work, though.
I mean,
And the
Jill
pathetic
and you have been working on this for quite some time. I have been doing some work on it as well. We've only really had a day to look at them. We don't know who all is on the verge. We do now know some of the symptoms.
Well, that's the good news.
Well, how many of them can you keep? How many stasis pods do you have?
I have one working.
Then maybe triage is your best option.
If I
Only
could
have
get
one pod.
If I could get Raiden to fix the other two, we would have 3.
Are there any in that ship that got struck by lightning?
Yes. Those are the 3.
Oh.
How many are presenting symptoms?
Currently 1. In my place. I don't know about the others.
Well, we sent you the ones that were on the truck. The ones that hadn't been injected were the ones that were taken away.
Currently 1 is actually showing full symptoms.
How many are showing partial symptoms?
I would assume the younger crowd, which probably got a smaller dose.
Because if you don't have the resources to contain what's happening, then the best solution is to remove the problem.
We have 17 in here that are affected. We have one who is showing symptoms. That is full. We have a possible epidemic on our hands of proportions I don't know what to deal with, even as me.
Well, like Cormac said, worst case scenario, you gotta put him down.
Yeah, but we've also got the problem that drug's been distributed on the streets too.
Again,
Yes,
worst case scenario,
but I
put
can't
him down.
do anything about that's not the problem at the moment.
The problem is who is here. And she writes that
Yeah.
down in the chat as well.
If you think you can contain the problem, then do whatever you're gonna do.
Of course. But the girl and her friend are definitely going out of here. I'm taking care of that situation.
You know what? No, I don't want them near Willis. Fuck it. I think I can make room.
So you take them.
Yeah.
You still don't like him.
I probably never will.
Well,
He hasn't given me a reason to.
And probably never will.
alright. So you take the kid and you take her friend with you. I'm going to move the ones unaffected up into the apartments. The ones that are affected will be in quarantine down here. Do we have any other choice?
Yes. You just don't want to do it.
That is a last resort option. If it takes too long to
You say so.
figure this out.
Look, we went through all the trouble of getting them out.
You do realize that if we kill any of these, Kira is going to take us down. Or try to take us down.
So is everyone else? All right.
This is over group text. Cormac has no, he has no
Oh,
problem
yeah.
having this out.
Just ignoring the group chat. So one is in the crowd chamber. I'm gonna go talk to her friend.
You're going to talk to her sister.
Yes.
Okay.
Kira's gonna do something stupid probably. Assuming she's over here.
Vera is back in one of the rooms. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the good news is we have the resources to make an antidote. The problem is that there are so many versions of it that literally the only efficient way to do it is to make a universal one, which is a lot harder than just synthesizing individuals.
Kira isn't 100% sure what she can do, so she's like, "Well, done some research. Okay, gonna be talking to her. Say, all right, so we put her in the cryo chamber. So apparently it lets her sleep so that she doesn't become a monster. But
What do you mean, monster?
oh, it's a big ugly thing. But anyhow, my friends aren't being helpful. I think they want to kill her, so trying to stop it.
What?
So yeah, I might have to punch my buddy Shiv in the face if he tries it. But anyhow, I have a stupid idea I want to try. I want you're okay.
What?
Alright. So, I went to that strange surgery thing, they did something. Which means it seemed to be better. So, I can talk to insects. Insects can heal better. I want to give you some of my blood to see if you can maybe heal better, because I seem to heal faster. If you're okay with it.
Roll to see if they're the same blood type.
It's a little more complicated than that.
It is.
A lot more complicated.
A lot more complicated than that.
But
But a
Kira's
blood check-
unhappy. But Kira is like, I'm gonna find a solution. I don't like what everyone else is doing. I wanted to make a cult, so she's gonna be like, I'm gonna try my way.
Yeah, well,
Since it
Shiv
sounds
is
like
at
these
least
two are
trying
gonna
to
die.
survive.
She asked, what do you mean by a cult?
This is all I character. I was just thinking about a cult. She just wants them to be alive so like she can go back to live with them.
Okay.
But I'm running out of time, so I'm just trying to get the cult started. Because I feel like we've been trying it for a couple of weeks, and I at least want to get freaking it started before I go.
Well, you technically are. This
Yeah.
is the bump in the road, but you are getting your cult. You want to try to use your blood to help me, but I don't understand how that's gonna help.
Well, I think some of what I have might be given to you, and it will cure you. Because I got really beaten up, and I'm in a lot better shape. So, it's just a thought. If you don't want to do it, we don't have to do it.
I just don't know how it will work. I don't know anything about these things.
I know very little, so we're gonna find out together.
Do what you need to do.
Okay.
Just save my sis.
Alright, I want to try it on you since it's easier. Then it works. We'll try it on her. And if they try to kill her, the three of us can beat them up together. Deal?
Deal.
Perfect. Now, I've seen this before.
And she goes back to she's in tears now.
Here's
As soon as you leave, she's in tears. All right.
grab some needle.
Oh
syringe.
my god. Shiv, are you
It's
gonna do anything?
I am going to actually stop her. What are you doing?
Well, I looked at what you want to do. I don't like the idea of killing her, so
I
Find
am
my own
trying to
solution.
keep. I am trying to keep these guys alive. Somebody
Me
else that
too.
wants to kill them. But what are you going to try to do?
An experiment of my own.
Doing what?
I'm going to make her like me. Bye.
You know
And
what?
Off.
You know what?
She-
Can Cormac show up at this point?
Yes, everybody can show up
Alright.
at this point.
Yeah,
Shiv, you're gonna get
Shiv-
grabbed from behind as she walks away. Let her do it. She has to learn.
Ryan's just
I
gonna
have no-
sigh and
That's
behind
an
him.
That's an
He-
empty syringe. The only thing I could think of is she's going to try transfusion, which is more likely to kill her.
She has to learn.
Actually, wait a minute. I have their medical records.
You are being
Are they
held
the
in
same
place.
blood- Are
Ryan's
they the
gonna
same blood type?
Ryan as Ryan's walking by, like with Widow following by. Widow's just gonna jump on on Shiv's head and just give him a small shock.
Oh, ow. Do you accept the shock or do you not?
No, I'll bat it away. No, get out of here.
Yeah, Shiv just uses his ability to connect everything. Like, do they have the same blood type?
No.
He's gonna kill her. She's gonna kill her. Yay!
She will.
All right.
This is why I said,
Where exactly is everyone during this?
We're in the basement of the can.
The basement of the
Ryan's
cantina.
Raiden's got the drones to actually help start repairing the other 2 cryopods.
Liz is trying to do what she needs to do. She's not in the area. The others are now near Shiv, which you guys can put your characters' pictures up.
And while you're being held, Forrest can be like, "You vastly misunderstand my stance on this."
Probably.
I don't want to kill anyone, but I will if that person is going to threaten more people.
Yes, Ignis, you can show up as well.
I can't move the token that's currently on the map. Can you go ahead and delete that one?
Yeah.
At the top right?
Yeah,
Top
for
right?
whatever reason, I have
something's not working.
occasionally, no, like occasionally when we drag our own on, it just doesn't work. I don't know why, but like mine's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's time to hurry up and finish making the Godbound thing for Foundry.
I'm actually working on it.
Nice.
We are changing into
Ignis will,
Foundry.
So Ignis will round the corner at this point. Am I late?
No, you're just in time.
You're just in time to watch him death.
Oh, did she turn?
He says with it. No. Kira is about to give a blood transfusion of her own blood to someone who is not the same blood type as her.
Also having no medical training.
That too.
And I'm currently holding Shiv here.
Raylo would just be casually leaning against the wall. Like I would intervene, but I'm not saving Jarl.
Raiden's
No,
just gonna
it's-
attack.
No, the one
Or it
that's
would be
in
like-
danger of turning into a Jarl is in there. He gestures to the cryopod.
This is a different one.
Ignis will shrug as
Wait, I
he
believe.
walks to go into the other room. If he does change, I'd rather be closer.
And then
So
as
Ignis
you're
will walk
going-
over here and he'll lean against this wall and wait.
Then you'll be watching Kira attempting to perform a blood transfusion.
And well, Korvac's holding Shiv here. Be like, when she's done, just go and see if you can do anything about it. But if she's going to kill her, she has made this decision on her own.
Fair enough.
You know, Riley will follow Ignis along, just
in case something violent happens in the very quick fashion.
Just in case something happens, and she's just gonna observe.
Shiv, you're going to stay here with me.
Do I get a choice?
Well, you have one.
No.
Well, no. He can teleport, so yes, he has a choice.
Fair, actually.
Yes, you have a choice.
Yeah, but I stand no chance trying to go against Kira.
You can teleport. You can try and stop her if you want.
I think we've waited too long. I think she's already started.
Well, no, you'd still be able to stop it. But here's the question. Stopping it now, does it stop it ever? Or does it stop it completely? Or does she just wait for you to not be here and then do it anyway?
Honestly, the latter, considering how much she seems to think that I'm trying to get everybody killed.
And this will happen regardless.
As Raiden's just kind of walking still, he looks back. Look. First and foremost, my guy, if people are going to do stupid stuff, and people are going to get people killed, people have to learn. It's literally the way of science and engineering. It's failure.
That's fair. It's just, this is avoidable. It is completely avoidable.
I might be able to fix the problem. We'll see. But for now, she has to learn.
Fair enough. So, Kira, what are you doing?
So, besides, while you guys are talking, rereading the rules for influence, which I think works for what I want to do.
No, you're looking at Dominion.
Dominion, okay. So, I'm going to spend Dominion on her.
How much? Because it matters.
It does matter.
So,
how much dominion do you have?
All of it. I haven't spent any.
Oh dear.
Except for it's so dumb on how you spend it. doesn't want to be spent. All right, so
You're gonna have to start out a new character if this works, Cursa. Just be aware of that.
I know.
So, I take
So
my
roll the-
dominion. Because what does influence do again? Doesn't it shortcut stuff?
Just like
Alright,
building a
great,
cult
great.
and stuff.
Influences to build a cult, right?
Do you have a gift that will allow for you to do this?
No. That's why I'm just looking up something.
Okay.
It says, it looks like you can spend influence to
See, what you're looking for is creating a fact, which is a Dominion project. The problem is that if anybody else has had
Okay,
Dominion
fine.
over her,
Look up the actual page.
it's at the start of the manual, isn't it?
I'm trying to remember. I thought it did something.
Do you want to continue this on because we are almost at 2 o'clock? And actually finish the scene out? Or do you want to wait until next week? So you have time to figure this out.
I
Oh, that's
won't be
right.
here.
That's right. Never mind, we have to do this now.
Using influence and dominion. Oh,
Too far.
As Cormac is rules lawyering. As am I at this point.
so you can spend accomplish an end as long as
Because, like, influence you could use to convince them to try and go through with this.
Dominion changes that alter living creatures are constrained either by location or by lineage. The power either changes the creatures so long as they continue to be born in the same area, or changes them so that many generations of their offspring. That's if you want to change people in their entirety. But there is another thing where you can turn people into followers.
Yeah, isn't that one of, like, the...
Never remember the page.
Isn't it,
yeah,
like...
that's the thing. This
Isn't it, like,
You
up there
can
with, like,
control
Split
F.
the Apostate?
You can control F +5 to get there.
Okay. Fair enough. Nope, that's not even a conflict.
It's the only place in the book where it says +5. I've gotten that page so many times.
Nope, spirits attack +5, damage for a high-end mortal 1d8 +5.
No, plus with letters. PULS. Sorry, I should have specified.
5 is the number, 5 is the word.
5 in number.
You literally said that, and I still typed the word and hit OK. Did it get you Does
there?
not.
It should take you to
Nope.
like a sidebar.
It does not.
Fuck. Maybe it's 5+. It's been a month since I had to do it, so I might have forgotten the ordering.
Yep, it's 5+. Got it.
Alright, nice. It's been a while, unfortunately, but that was my trick. Like, I had to go to that page like every single session for like 2 months. That was just my trick.
Because, like, how much Dominion are we all sitting on at the moment? Or we're sitting on?
She would have 4.
I have 4, and I think 4 influence too, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have 4 effort, 4 influence, and if you haven't been spending any Dominion, 4 Dominion.
Yeah. I remember reading it, but it was a long time ago. I can change people.
Oh dear.
Powering and creating beings. This
I figured
so-
out what type of race she's gonna look like.
All right. Yeah, you could spend all 4 on her, and she would have 3 hit dice.
All 4.
Rounded up 4 hit dice.
So
What was that,
roughly
the
on
max?
level with us.
No.
Well, that depends on what change you can go for. We are currently capped at, I believe, 2,
No,
because
2 plus
going-
half the Godbound's level.
the problem is that one requires the celestial shards because it's an impassable task.
Oh, to physically change a person. So in short,
It's not able to be done.
yeah, it's a long haul project.
She may be able to do something with Vera in the future, saving her. But
If you inject for this person, you will kill them.
you will kill them. Go ahead and do it. I mean, it is in your mind. There's nothing telling you otherwise.
Yeah, and here's the thing: if it doesn't work, you just you don't lose the Dominion.
Yeah.
So it's the minion to.
Yeah, influence will not.
Dominion and
Influence does not let you make changes like this.
Then what
yeah,
does
Dominion
influence
plus.
You
Glad
use it for
hand,
temporary
basically.
changes. Use it for temporary changes. Like if you would just put influence into this, you'd be like, cool, it worked. And then as soon as you remove the influence, she'd immediately basically die.
All right.
Or
But
at
as long
least
as the
heal.
influence. But as long as the influence is involved in it, it's fine. Changing.
Which means you are down 1 influence automatically.
Doing change.
Oh no, it's you. It would be influence equal to the Dominion that would need to be spent, or you could split the 2. But the thing is, like, if this requires a celestial start, then it doesn't matter what you're putting into it.
Then it's not going to
And
happen.
Yeah, because Kira doesn't have a celestial shard yet.
She
she's
was
got a
going
map
to
full.
find one, but not yet.
She left the ballet studio.
So
It's at
all
the
I
ballet studio.
So goal was to temporarily give her the ability to break down toxins. That's my goal. That's why I was
Okay.
thinking temporarily you could use influence for it. Then if I let go, it
Yeah, but the problem is,
It's not
It
exactly a
specifically says-
toxin.
no, it says what when you remove influence, the state goes back to what it was. So she would just go
Yeah.
back to having the toxin in her
And how long does influence usually last for?
until you withdraw it.
I don't know anything else I'd use it for. Dedicate an influence for each person.
No, dude, you're looking at 4 influence a person.
4 for each one.
Yep.
Which means
Hold on a second.
Why would
You
it
can work with groups, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, it's temporary change, but you're
yeah, doesn't that one just last until you leave the scene though?
no. If it's a plausible
Alright.
change, the problem is we're hitting impossible change, so we're automatically hitting a difficulty of 4.
Yep.
Alright, so
She doesn't have 4 influence, straight up. None of us do.
I mean, you can pool influence and dominion together.
Don't we
But we're-
start with 2 influence and then we get 1 each level?
Oh yeah, you might. Yeah, you do it for it. So aren't we back to needing the celestial shard again?
Yes.
So then all of this is moot. So who cares?
The limits on empowering mortals would be in the first 3 paragraphs, I'm pretty sure. So, teaching new mundane talents or skills, obviously this doesn't apply. And then teaching people rare esoteric skills,
Yeah, it's ×2.
probably still doesn't apply.
Yeah, those aren't skills. It's literally changing the person.
Gifting
that
people with
Kira wants
outright
to do.
impossible abilities or qualities is an impossible change.
Okay.
Yeah, which is where the celestial shard becomes the
Yeah, but it
requirement.
doesn't say that anywhere.
Where? Or what?
Where does it say it requires a celestial shard?
That is going to be in the chapter talking about Dominion specifically.
This is that chapter.
Elsewhere in the chapter, unfortunately. So, I'll try to find it, although I do promise you that it does exist.
Empowering creating beings. Necessary component. Impossible changes will usually require at least one adventurer to require the necessary components, celestial shards, breeding stock, or knowledge to correctly enact the change. So in short, Shiv could do it. Theoretically. Because, Godbound to fucking knowledge.
Hold on.
Empowering creating beings.
Determining the cost to find out.
Okay. It's or celestial shards. It doesn't necessarily require them, but the GM could require a celestial shard to be part of it.
In this case, the way I also did it with Widow, it's not the same because she's actually a human.
Fun fact, last sentence, notable augmentations, only the weaker essential substance of mortals is malleable enough to be changed so easily. It's actually easier to affect mortals.
Okay, well then I will accept it as a possibility to affect her. She will be instantly changed and you will have to fight through it.
The problem is it also says that they are required to, that they might need to be required to have the knowledge based on your discretion.
If there's no knowledge, then no.
Like, what Kira is doing is injecting her blood into
He does
her,
not
hoping
have
that
medical power to do this.
Like, the only people who could do it are Liz and theoretically Shiv. And Shiv has basically been pumping everybody he can with the various tender serums as he goes along.
Liz is busy doing other things. She's not going to be coming down here anytime
So
soon.
it sounds like it won't work, so don't worry about it. Just
You're actually being told that it will work.
It will work.
If one of us does it.
Well, no, if one of you is just there helping. It doesn't have to have you do it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm also saying this again to you, Kara. You've already determined that you want to make this decision to do so, right? This is the plan. You have no other way of knowing whether or not it's going to work. You can't just pull back if you decide that you don't want to do it just because we say you can't do it. This is what is your character willing to do? Are you going to do it?
All right.
Or are you going to have a second
Pretty
guess
much.
yourself?
If I can have it affect her and affect everyone I want in my cult, I'll do it.
It
Because-
won't affect everybody.
It'll just be
Then-
her.
If it's going to cost that much, there's no point. Because I won't be able to do anything down the line, in my opinion.
No, that is not true.
Like,
Oh, wait, no. I take it back. You can make it affect these people. You are specifically giving them the ability to be immune to whatever the fuck the drug is called, SPX. That's it.
SPX.
They will
Pretty
get. They will not have higher hit die. They will not be counted as magical creatures. They will
that
not
was
gain
all
any
my
new
goal
abilities.
was to make everyone else, including my cult, immune to the drug.
It will not
Period.
affect the entire cult. It's just the people here.
The ones who are affected by it.
There are 17 in here that are
Well,
affected by it.
Will it fix all 17?
Yes, in here.
Is there any rule for that? Is there
In
any
here,
person
I
rule for
will
that?
accept it in here. Not for the other 200 we have.
But they aren't affected. The only ones who are affected are
They will be immune. The one in the stasis is literally in stasis for a reason. She is affected still. She just will
And
not
is
change
worse off.
right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's.
the prophetic insight. The prophetic insight is this will buy us time.
That's exactly what you're getting. Time.
Because God damn it, I don't use all my powers.
And yes, I will allow this to happen. You can make them immune.
And it will cost how much?
Influence, pretty sure all of it, right?
4 Dominion.
For an minion.
Or
Oh,
Dominion,
don't get any
or
other-
influence of any combination that you want.
Just note that if you ever pull the influence without committing more Dominion to it, it will immediately go back to the state that it was in.
Yeah, like they'll basically start dying again.
I don't see any reason why I'd pull the influence. But won't affect the one in stasis. Is that just because they're too far gone, or
Oh yeah, they're too far gone.
that's fine? Your Lily May, we only have to deal with one of them instead of 17.
That is
Fine.
true.
So, what Kira's gonna do, so who's watching? Let's go actually get out.
Ignis is there.
Okay, we're gonna get out real shit, because screw it. So, Ignis is here, and it looks like Riley's in the room. Alright, so, see, I already forget her name, this lady. Oh,
That's
no,
Jaina.
Right?
Jaina, so,
Is it Jenna or Jaina? I feel like we've been
Jaina.
going back and forth on that.
Jaina. Jane.
Jaina.
Jaina,
Okay.
Janky,
Janky. You could call her nickname Janky. I don't care.
okay,
J-
so,
Just settle on a freaking name.
I said Jaina.
Jaina,
Okay.
so, Kira puts the syringe, like, right here, on, like, a railing or something, grabs the book, flips to a page, starts reading.
Okay.
Then she goes, pulls a little bit of her blood, says, alright, like, just probably a couple drops, and injects it into Jaina, while spending 2 influence and 2 domain for this.
Okay.
Is there a way to mark it where it's spent? Why does it
Yes.
Yeah, you have to go down and create a project.
Yeah.
not? Okay,
Yes.
You
there's a way
have
to do it,
created a
just-
project.
fine. So, add project.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
Alright. Drug immunity. Then, okay, so I can spend 2 of each.
Yeah, put the remaining of my 2 Dominion into the Oracle website.
So this-
And influence.
Search. Okay. So, Kira does this
Mm-hmm.
using her domain, dominion, and influence,
Mm-hmm.
and would just kneel down, holding her hand, watch it to see if she starts getting better.
At first, she does not. At first, she starts to gain scales on her hand. You start to know the spikes and the scales, and she starts to convulse.
Yell at the book. Stupid book! You lied to me. Start shaking book violently.
And you just hear everybody, like, I imagine face palm.
She continues
I
to
imagine-
convulse, and the scales are still happening. But does anybody do anything at this moment? Because you do notice the scales. They're pretty clear.
I will.
She started getting taller.
I will remain where I am for now.
Since you're the one down there, you will notice this. The scales then start to turn into a chitinous, bug-like material. It begins to shimmer. And then there seems to be what looks like a fight between the arm and the hand having the scales, the arm having the human-like features, and it's going back and forth, and then suddenly it goes back to being human again. She is out and barely breathing, but alive.
And with some of her blood probably coagulated in her arm.
Should be fine.
It's a flesh wound.
Just a
No,
flick.
when you mix blood types, it has a chance of happening.
I'm aware.
Like
This will kill her if you take away the influence.
We've already talked about that. I already know.
Automatically. I mean, she doesn't even get the starts to die. She just dies. So.
Everybody make a note of that.
Jaina is now under your cult.
Along with the other 17 people.
Because of you putting that in. And we will discuss that next week with Shiv. Because you won't be here. We'll discuss it next week with Shiv on how that happens to work.
There's 17 less people to heal.
Yes, there is.
And 17 more people that are going to die if anything ever happens to Kira.
That is true.
Like, if you die, I'm pretty sure that also undoes it.
It does.
Yeah, because influence assumes you are running back to do shit regarding that project. So Kira's basically having to run back and like drip feed blood into these people.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck. We should... Okay, that part I didn't realize. We probably should have led with that.
I mean,
That is
So
the
good
cost.
news.
not. It is not of major consequence to Kira, regardless.
Look,
Yeah, because
Kira
like
does not care. She saved her friend.
She did.
A chunk of them. She doesn't care about the future cost to her. It's like, oh no.
You did save your friend. Your friend is now unconscious and will be for some time, but is going to live and is going to be abused. The other friend is in stasis. Now, she was about to change in 2 days. You didn't know that.
Also, you said the other 17 in this room are also affected.
Are affected.
By my thing, so I have to do this.
These are the ones that actually took out the papers to the pamphlets to each of the places.
Yeah, they would have been the oldest people.
They're the oldest people.
They're the actual ones she cares about the most. So after she's sleeping, yours come out.
So they sent the literal addicts out to...
Yeah.
Of course.
Instead of keeping them on the regiment, they sent them out to hand out flyers.
Yes.
so if they changed, then they would rampage the city.
Yes.
Man, FN is really playing a long game here.
Yes.
You didn't see that coming?
I mean, it's been on the docket for a while now.
Didn't make this a short game. I made this a long game.
The bad guys are bad guys. For a reason.
Lay gas. Just don't die. That's my only advice to you now.
All right. Kira comes out. You two are right next to seeing what just happened. You know that person had something happen to them. They are living, unconscious, but living.
And I'm assuming Jill has just observed a lot of people suddenly starting to look better.
She's looking at the information as the things are changing. Like the computer is starting to show that there are changes happening. So, like, whatever happened, I don't know. But she's in a hurry. I don't know what just happened. Guys, I don't know what just happened. But things are going crazy.
Are they getting up and hitting people?
No.
That I don't care.
How blunt.
Wow,
What do
they're
you expect me
freaking
to
out
do?
about that.
Do I look
Kira
like a
knows
medical expert to you?
Kira's gonna come over here where she saw a blankets. Start giving them blankets. They're comfortable.
I don't like this at all. Like,
Oh
if
no,
they're
but she doesn't know
if
what
they're
to do with
good,
the
they're great.
syringe. So since Everett's staying right here, she just hands the syringe to him and be like, so I know you're supposed to get rid of this. It's a container, but I don't know where it's at. So can you hold on to it?
Oh my god, you did
It's
not
the
just say
blankets.
that to Ignis.
Get some blankets and then starts covering up her, like tucking her friends in, so they can sleep comfortably.
Kira is now treating you basically like a monkey.
No, it's just because he was standing right here. He was the closest person.
Here, take this and dispose of it.
She's like,
Ignis, breathe fire at it.
I know it should be disposed in a specific way. I saw it on the interwebs.
What is it? A needle?
A needle.
Mm-hmm. It's the needle.
Ignis will take it. He'll throw it out in like a trash bin on his way out. And then
Hey,
rejoin
I'm sure there's a
that's
I'm
not
sure there's-
supposed to be where it goes. Now
we
somebody
have
stab themselves.
this is a medical area. I'm sure we've got multiple sharps containers.
So after
Okay, so
Kira tucks off her friends and she gets the needle out, comes over here, goes over to Shiv. That's not Shiv. Like, Shiv, there's a special container for these needles. Where is it?
There's a couple over there. There's some over there.
She goes to the closest one.
They literally have a biohazard marking on the side. You can't miss them.
Oh.
Well, you probably could.
Puts it
Obviously,
in there.
you did because you're asking.
Puts it in there. Hey, I just saw on the internet they go in special containers. Puts it in there. Walks away to go get her friend some food. So they have some sandwiches when they wake up.
I have a feeling that she just exerted a lot of energy just to save these guys. I got a bad feeling about this.
She falls over dead.
I thought you wanted them to survive.
I do, but
Then why are you
more
complaining?
being completely detoxed than whatever that book told her to do. Because I don't trust that fucking book. We can't read it, but apparently she can.
Well, then your only option is to stop letting her down here.
Yeah, that's true.
And it will never happen.
Well, I'm gonna go back to working on some more anti-serums.
Only complain about a situation if it requires you to do something. This has not required you to do anything yet.
No, the one in there, he connects to it. I'm assuming didn't change at all. And that would appear to be the case, because, as you said, she's in stasis.
she's in stasis. She's not changing one way or the other. But the convulsions happened in all the rooms. They just... Yeah.
I'll peek around the corner. Oh, never mind, go ahead.
You can do a query on this and pretty much know she used the dominion, she used the influence. Those people are biding your time. That's it.
Yeah, so, yeah, you know what? I've got effort to burn. I will crack that and just state that if anything happens to Kira, these guys are all dead. Bottom line.
Well, then she better hopes nothing happens to her then.
Yeah, the only one that doesn't seem to have been affected is that one. So I will have to work on a special anti-serum for her. Putting her in there has bought us some more time with her. But I'm pretty sure she's going to have to be taking care of these guys for every day for the rest of their lives, and pretty sure she's immortal, so...
You know what? Let me try one thing.
Okay.
I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway.
Don't you have a cult that you're supposed to be trying to move out of here?
I got time. I have looks at watch, still 6 months. I'm sorry, but I say watch, I meant he looks at the watch that doesn't exist on his wrist.
Or Mamu, I've come to bargain.
Now we've done another one.
Doesn't do what I
How
thought
many
it
references can we
did.
fit in one session? Let's find out next week.
Oh,
You
never
figure
mind.
that out next week.
Fuck it, I'll try it anyway.
Okay.
I don't know your power set, so...
Well... Let's get magic powers. Oh yeah, we're just gonna try this one. I don't think it'll
From the
work.
spaceship, all you hear riding yell. You know, sooner or later, life finds a way.
Do what?
We are activating the first part while we're miracling out of Purging Noonday Blaze.
But effort
On the-
for
on the-
seeing burning light, permanently banishing all undesired magic, low magic out of a sight range. Okay.
We're just targeting, well, I guess I can't target with this, but still. So if there's any low magic, or if this serum even counts as low magic, it just disappears. Gone.
Then it's gone.
It wouldn't affect the person in stasis, though, I don't think, because you can't see them.
You really want to go on? You really want to start doing this?
Not particularly.
It's a glass tank, right?
I
you
have
can monitor
no
them?
idea.
It's a
If it's
glass
the
I
one-
would
tank.
assume so.
Yeah. Then I can see them. And if, you know, that was the issue, then I will just spend a second one to Creation's First Light. Vision penetrates all non-magical barriers. This is happening, Shiv.
Fair enough.
Who are you looking for?
I'm not. Shiv is trying to be cheeky.
Right, what are you
And I'm bad at
purging
it.
in this case?
Well, no, I was just asking. I was just like, well, maybe, if the serum counts as low magic, it's fucking gone. If it doesn't, oh well, whatever. I tried, and then I leave.
Well then.
I mean, there are multiple versions of SPX. Karsa could just say, specify one.
It specifically says all
Purging
undesired low
specifically
magic.
says everything.
All of them.
Yeah.
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 And unfortunately, I cannot untarget stuff. So if Liz also has any low magic around the area for anything, that goes out too.
So we're kind of screwed on some things. Thank you for being here, Milk Dad. Appreciate it. Thank you for the lurk. We are about ready to head out anyway.
I'm just like,
Yeah, I need to hop off.
huh.
Thank
Didn't-
God. Yeah.
Didn't know that worked in the area. Well, if that worked, cool. If it didn't, well, I tried. Also, Liz, I punch things. Things don't need to be punched. Don't ask what I'm doing. Or to help. Or what I think is happening. Because unless it needs to be punched, there's nothing I can do.
I understand, but it was a group chat.
No. When she was just like, when Kira did the thing, she's like, something's happening. And I'm like, do things need to be punched? No? Then why are you asking me?
That was Jill. Just so you
Oh.
know. Because Liz was upstairs. She came
That is-
down as you were.
Yeah, whoever was panicking, that was too.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to make would that be considered magic? Well, the power that what just happened with her friend, that was magic.
Dominion is not low magic.
So that's
So if most of this place is Liz's dominion, then nothing gets dispelled. The flower might.
If that was made by a gift, that is also not low magic.
Oh.
then nothing
there's-
happened, sorry.
That's fine. It's what I expected.
Nothing happens. Because even the serum, nothing happens.
That was the expected outcome.
So all the serum stuff here,
Yeah.
which means I also have to make the anti-serums all over again for the public.
If you use magic.
No, I use science.
Yeah.
But I've been synthesizing and using this stuff. So if you consider that,
No.
okay, good.
Anything that is
Shiv
related to like the words of creation is not low magic.
Yeah, because Shiv has just been using the lab to synthesize shit.
So nothing happens. Okay. I'll let you have your effort back. That was only for a scene
no.
anyway.
No, it's not, because I had to miracle that.
I'll just let you have it back. Nothing happened.
Because like
It's
that was
middle
that was the expected result. If he's just like, I'll try this, I don't think it's gonna work. I
It's
let
not
off
gonna-
with that.
It did not work. No. Sorry.
I'm just like, I could try it. I don't think it's gonna work, and I was right.
Nope.
I mean, attempts were made.
Anyways, I
know-
need to hop off here, guys.
Yep.
try
We
to
were.
see what
It's well. We needed to stop anyway. All right.
Yeah.
So Kira has gotten her crew started. Her cult started. She will not be here next week. Cormac has done what he could, but that did not work because there
Alright.
is not low magic that is down here. And the serum is not low magic.
But like, yeah, I'm just like, this is the expected result.
Yep.
Yeah, next week, Shiv, we'll just work on a universal serum at this point. Because he's got several vials of Thane blood. I don't know why I haven't just had him do that.
Good. You have something to do next week. All right. So we're going to start with you. Well, we have to write in. Is there anything you want to say real quick? Because I know you have to go.
Not much. It's enjoy the session,
Mhm.
like usual. And next week, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Usual, no idea. Well, I'm glad you had fun.
I'll figure it out when I figure it out.
All right.
So, see ya.
All right. Later. Riley.
Oh, yeah, it was alright.
Hey. Anything you want to do next week?
Not specifically, no.
Okay. Right. Ignis.
It was a fine enough session. I don't have a whole lot to say, unfortunately. As for next week,
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll get back to you at some point,
Okay.
but I was intending on going underground with Kira this session, but that didn't quite pan out the way I thought it would.
No, because things
things came up.
happen.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's just I'll think of something for sure. I just don't have something at the moment.
Okay.
I'll keep in touch though.
When she gets back, though, we will go underground and see what happens.
And then the rest of them, and then the last person who meets Mitchell Graves will meet Mitchell Graves, because I've got a bad feeling I've got a meeting with Mitchell Graves coming up soon.
Just ignore him.
If Shiv will just be in the lab, turn around, it's like, just
Actually, I know what's going to be happening with Cormac. Cormac and Safi are about to have a conversation. Well, not Cormac. Well, not Cormac. His wife and Safi are going to have a conversation.
Safi could literally just start talking through the computer at any point while they're down there. Because right now, we all just sound crazy to Cormac saying we're talking to a fox.
Yeah.
I'm not even technically talking to a fox. I'm talking to a pixelated computer program version of a fox.
Actually, the funny part about this is Cormac has yet to actually find out you guys have talked to a fox, Celestial.
I thought we've all mentioned it at least once.
No.
Not to him. He's never been in the room. Anytime it's been brought up, he has yet to be made aware that this fox exists at all.
Yeah, you keep ignoring it.
Yeah, none of you have said anything about a fox.
It's like you guys all go talk to Liz or Willis about it, and Cormac is never in the room.
I've sworn it.
No, you may have brought up that like you have some fox thing on your site, and he's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, no, because like Shiv spends most of his time now in the lab, only occasionally going up to his room and plugging in, as it were, because occasionally he does need a nap. But like I might have to correct my notes then, because I swear, because it says here that I did mention it to the group.
Yeah.
The fox thing.
But how often is Cormac actually involved in the group when the group isn't together?
That is fair. Cormac does have a tendency to just post memes in the little text chat thing.
Kaya is going to get a visit. But Cormac is not.
Meanwhile, on all the computer screens, you just see a virtual fox just walking across all of them, watching what's going on, but not being noticed by anybody.
Just there. Anyway, going back to Kira. Kira, is there anything you want to do in 2 weeks? Is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
Hold on. Should be 3.
All right, so
1 to the
18th.
So, what Kira's gonna do next week? Take a nap.
Gonna be a long nap.
No, Kira's gonna be NPC, just drip feeding her blood as the influence project to her followers.
It's easy. It's background stuff of her having to annoy Liz and some lawyers about getting a hold of the building.
Yeah.
So I could say she's going to start learning more about the city, so she has a computer.
Shiv will eventually
go
finally look at all the texts.
She's going to take that 6-hour trip back to that computer to learn. So be learning stuff.
Can't you just steal another motorcycle?
No.
You stole a scooter. A scooter.
Could be a future. Hey, that was a future scooter. She's just acquiring it early.
Well, it's still faster than walking, but
I saved
not by
myself
much.
2 hours.
I mean, if you avoid traffic laws and just go up alleys, you shave off another 2 hours.
That's true.
Oh, there.
Does the word of insect allow you to eventually climb up walls?
It already does.
Yeah.
I could walk on air.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
I just never use it. Except to walk around and sneak up behind Shiv.
Well,
But
I'm pretty sure it
Shiv's
also
so
just lets
busy,
you
it's not that
fly,
hard.
no?
No. It's,
No.
I'll get you the
What?
exact name.
Which book is it? Which book is Insect in?
There's definitely one that just turns you into a bug, and you can definitely specify a bug with the fly speed.
Light as air is. Oh no, that's part dance. No. You can cross any surface at your full movement, whether liquid, vertical, or unable to bear your weight. And I
Air does
never-
not count as a surface.
Yeah.
True.
They're talking like clothing lines and stuff.
Your movement never trips wards or traps that rely on pressure functions. If we ever run across pressure plates, I can just walk over them. Tripwires, that's a different one. I think there's a thing where I can become a swarm of insects.
There is, but there's also 1,000 wings. Commit effort, the Godbound transforms into a normal insect of their choice, gaining no special powers but acquiring any flight or aquatic movement that the insect may have for as long as the effort remains committed. If the effort is committed for the scene, they may transform a visible target into an insect. Lesser foes cannot resist this, but worthy foes can save versus hardiness to shrug off the effect. This transformation lasts as long as the Godbound wishes, and may be either purely physical or impart the mind of an. Oh wow! You could turn a singular foe, lesser foe, into an insect.
I mean, or you could just spray dye them to death.
Yeah, just spray dye them.
I mean, if you want.
Well, technically, right now, because they're not Jarls, anybody in this building down there, except for Liz and you guys, could be spray-dyed. However, the one in the States cannot be.
Until we fix them.
Yep. So. Alright. Last but not least, Cormac, what are you going to be doing? Or just going with the flow?
Nah. Cormac's going to be starting putting in work for the Exodus.
Okay.
So you do have a plan of how you're going to get your people out.
I did from the start.
Fair enough.
Alright, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you had fun. Next week will be an interesting startup with the Exodus. And we'll see how things go with the Jarl trying to destroy the Jarl situation. SPX.
I mean, dealing with the people down here is a lot easier than dealing with the entire city at the moment.
Now, what I do need to tell everyone is that it is my anniversary today. However, we are going to have a party this Wednesday. This Wednesday, guys. This Wednesday. And you're all invited, where I'm going to do cow themes.
How dare you have a party without me?
Well, I am. There's nothing.
How dare you? Very easily.
Yeah.
How dare you?
How dare you? Well, it's going to be happening this Wednesday, and I'm excited about it. I'm getting all things together, and I'm trying to figure out what type of outfit I want to wear, what everything. But it will be a very amusing time.
I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
An outfit that includes pants. It might be cold outside.
I'm either going Western or I'm gonna go Cal.
How?
Cow. Cow.
Cow. The
Cow.
animal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a poll right now. 1 minute poll.
I vote for
This is
how.
a bad idea. This is a bad idea.
How? What's the worst that can happen?
Carissa finds herself having to make a cow-patterned outfit.
Well, it's quite simple.
Either way, I am making an outfit.
I gotta jump off, guys. I gotta go take care of some shit.
Eh,
Alright.
Why are
Take
you farming your shit?
1
He
minute.
didn't answer me.
There.
Why is he farming shit?
So anyway, yes, we're having a party on the 30th, which is this Wednesday at 11 a.m. It will go into the evening,
Oh,
but no later than probably 8.
probably.
Huh?
yeesh, that's late.
It'll be no later than 8, or it would be 7? 7. No later than 7.
$7 billion.
What?
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 There will be
Just-
some games. There will be possibly we're going to play a little bit of Gartic, where the theme will be cows and moo and milk and cookies. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
I forbid you having any Oreos
Why can't I have Oreos?
because you have milk.
All
The
right.
arch enemies. The arch enemies, you know, like the fight.
Yes.
Yes.
'cause you're
Nobody
totally going to
did. Nobody voted. Why?
Where's the vote?
I'll redo it.
I don't.
Unfortunately, I had to close the stream.
I don't see it on the Discord.
Ow. I'm not putting
Ow.
it in there. Ow, girl. Putting it in Twitch.
Twitch.
Normal.
Someone pick horse for me.
Horse. It's cow. You
You're gonna
guys
horse
decided on the
around?
cow part, so unfortunately we couldn't do the secret cow level. But we can
No,
do.
because it takes too long to get there.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. You can get there.
Halfway to the vote.
Who's voting?
Anybody gonna vote? Are you seriously not gonna vote?
Nope, because I want to see what you come up with either way.
Okay.
I'm trying to bring up the thing. Hold on. I forget what site this is called.
Which?
There better be a. I'll get there one day.
Oh well. It's not happening. It's not
I don't
happening.
see- There's no vote.
That's because it just ended.
You jacklegs. Lion.
What? Alright, so let's see who we're going to raid.
Bill.
What?
Bill. Bill. Nick.
Go back to bed, Kira.
We haven't even enough people to raid with today.
The Skaven.
What?
Isn't that what we were talking about yesterday during the actually during most of the session last night?
I fully agree.
Just
we
the
should
beginning
raid-
while we were.
We should raid the Skaven before they end up raiding us and eating everyone.
Listen,
The Skaven are basically the
We
goblins from
know.
Pathfinder.
We 100% know.
no, they aren't. Because goblins don't act like Saturday morning cartoon villains that are the worst, most horrific things on the planet. Unlike a Saturday afternoon cartoon villain, they are actually evil.
Yeah, well, they also have a tendency to build inventions that by no means should work, but manage to.
Yes.
Look, I mean, you just gotta believe hard enough.
Listen, you
All
don't
right, guys. I think we'll just
Rat
call
pack.
it because there is nobody to raid right now.
What
And
about Bill?
I don't know who Bill is.
I don't know either. That's why I told you to look him up. Nick.
Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday when we do our anniversary. I'll see you later and goodbye. As the heliodromes described it in the tortoise Calusis. What the heck? Words weird. Okay. It was as if it was told underground the Mithoric. I'm confused. Crowned with the how am I not? What? Ah, that was precious. That was just precious.
Oh my god. Oh, that.
This is an interesting place. And I just fell in a hole. God. Why did I fall in a hole? Mine?